야, 이거 페남 103인데, 스코틀랜드에 떨어져갖고, 개박살 났어. 야, 그 주민하고 다. 저런 건 또 처음 보는 시에 있어. 스코틀랜드에 무슨 50개 돼갖고 있는 거. 그 얘기하고 있다. 기억이 전부 다 산만해갖고, 알 수 없는 도주로 놓여있는 거죠. 1988년도 12월 32일날 일어났대요. 그 아이고. 그래서 그 영국의 여자 수상, 거기하고 미국의 도널드 레이건 대통령한테 그때 일어난 거래요. 그래서 미국의 FBI하고 영국의 경시청 스코틀랜드 경찰이 하고 있어요. 그래서 페남 103은 누군가 수화물로 저기 폭탄을 씌워갖고 터트는 거 그렇게 보고 있다나 봐. 대한항공 808기 아니 대한항공 그 김현희가 한 그 저기 대한민국 저기 비행기도 폭탄이라고. 사고가 나도 안 알려주지 그러는 거야. 그 무한 국제공항에 제주 항공 그거 할줄 이탈 사고도 할줄 이탈 사고로 뭘 볼 거냐 아니면 누군가의 작품을 볼 거냐 그렇게 봐야 되는 거라고. 양코까지 갔다 와서 기체가 바자바야 그러면서 놀지는 거. 힘든 세상이야, 아이가. 인간을 너무 괴롭히는 거야. 업계에서 매번 그러지만은 나쁜 고용주가 있어. 그런 놈들이 있어. 돈 벌기 위해서. 굴려먹을 대로 그냥 굴려먹고 그러는 거. 힘들어 죽겠다. 그러는 거. 마지막 4번이 문제가 뭐 그런 썼던 그 내용도 있어요. 그래서 여자 승무원 그 저기 딱 그 글자가 되면은 부정편지 뭐지 이게 뭐 이상하게 국권 경제인지 뭐지 그러면서 있는 이상한 글자가 된다고 속만 따르는 그때 그랬어요. 제주도 갔죠인가 그래서 그랬던 거야. 친절했어. 여자 승무원 그래서 비행기 타서 여기 유튜브 좀 찍어도 될까요? 했더니만 아유 어서 찍으세요 하면서 그랬던 걸 기억을 하고 있어요. 그래서 맨 뒤에 가서 찍고 또 이상한 남자의 옆에 있는 춤은 저기 목같이 생긴 남자 그런 거 시키고 여자가 있다가 안에 가고 그런 경우는 있어. 그 아는 놈들은 알고 있다는 거야. 그렇게 잘하는 놈들이 뭐 하는 사람들이었을까? 그 나보다 실력 좋은 거지고 나는 그러거나 말거나 그러면서 그냥 그러는 거지.
Show you how to say Jack. He's sitting there. I've brought some books, some old comics. I said, after idea, I'll take you some. Sorry. Sorry. It's nice. Thanks.
페남 103.
I just keep thinking about those college kids on board. That could have been easy. And they weren't in the semester at all.
Yes.
And I read there were 16 children under 10 on board.
글쎄 중동이 거기하고 있고 야 그거 저기 뭐야 제주 항공은 중국 놈하고 북한 놈하고 땅콩에 있는 그런 애들 그런 애들이 있어서 왜 미디움 배터리 그거 총 AS 그런 거 쓰고 있는 애들 많아. 중국인 거리.
What do you call it?
It's a place. Go ask the boys if they know. Good news. You think Major Fall's back? That's what it is. It was found on Minster Farm 27th of December with flight coupons he signed for his leave. Are you going late? Yeah. What about you, Mark? You signed it? Alright. I'll wait till we next time, and I want you to go through all the loans personally. When we find that second bag. What about those? This takes priority.
그래서 홈스를 구성할 줄 알고 운영하지 않냐. 야, 그래서 교육을 했느냐 배웠느냐 그러면서 했고 마침 제대로입니다.
You ready for us? More than ready. The orphans are all excited for something. Unlame as the taxi driver in the Costco. I didn't know time was a tough scene. Practice that as you were driving up today. Aye. You're actually a big trouble.
We found this because we were reconstructing the most heavily damaged luggage pallet.
Where is it?
We'd have to get Ronnie to look at it, but it looks electronic to us.
And that's the pallet it came from.
Yes, we believe this to be the epicenter of the explosion where the bomb was held. Pallet AVE 4041.
Contained in this pallet? This is one of the small number of pallets that contain luggage from both Heathrow and Frankfurt. It's all boarded at Frankfurt.
Do we know Jafar's luggage was in this pallet?
Well, the thing is, at this time, we've got an incomplete picture of the Frankfurt package. The Germans are dragging the feet about the Frankfurt luggage list. They've asked them for it several times. They said, please.
Well, the Germans are arriving soon. Let's see what they've got to say for themselves.
These are the items that have been deemed ready for clean-up for return to the families. Everything must be sent in and out of this room. Nothing enters or leaves through paperwork, okay? You take items from here and clean it up best you can without damaging it. Now, some items will just need a little wiping down, while others... will require cleaning.
Let's go. Here we are here. This is what the boss carried. The bag we've identified in his license.
We've got a copy of this, of course.
You'd better start thinking. Boy, why don't you come inside? It's getting late. Roy?
로커비의 비극이라고 해요.
Investigators from several countries join air accident experts and spotted detectives in London for the first international conference to discuss the preliminary findings around the flying of Pan Am on anything.
Dick, Tom, how are you? Good to see you. This is DCS4. Great to meet you. Better to do this sort of thing in person, right? Well, I hope so.
아이,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I wasn't expecting an elementary school. Oh, don't worry, kids are all safely tucked away in another building. This is our incident center. Yes, of course. How was your flight? Good, good. I wish you was making great progress here, Tom. So, I'll go. Thank you. So, Khalid Jafar. That was the interview with his father. Good. Nothing new came of it, unfortunately. Really just an informal chat. I'm sure it wasn't informal for him. No, probably not. I've heard a lot about your evidence collection. It's amazing work. 800 square mile crime scene unit? 850. Right. Well, we'd really love to take a look at anything you've uncovered so far. You want to see our evidence while you refuse to share your intel? How does that work? We've shared everything that we're able to at this point. You have intel that you would share with us. You wouldn't have gone that far for a simple interview, all right? All right. Yes. Yes, there are details that I'm not authorized to share at the international meeting. I can give headlines, but there's just nothing firm enough yet. Plus, we can't risk anything getting out to the press. Make life worse for Jafar's family than it already is. Nothing the genie's ordered you. There's a constant. I'm not asking you to share everything with everyone. Just with me. And a few select members of my team. In exchange, we get access to your evidence. You show me yours. I'll show you mine. Okay, so I'm into a larger file. You seem very confident he's our guy. I think he's sharing everything he has. No chance. Gentlemen, welcome all to Lockerbie, the first international meeting. I'd like to give a hearty Scottish welcome to Dick Marquis of the FBI, Hans Sontag and Director Klink, German investigators from the BKA, and from Rardy, Alan Faraday. Well, the investigation's in the early stages. We've begun to focus on one potential suspect, Khalid Jafar, a young American Lebanese passenger who
who we have been informed was involved in some suspicious activities in the Middle East. We recovered one of his bags, but we know that he checked in two. So the current theory is that the second bag may have contained the bomb. AAIB believe that they found the site of the explosion. And this has been verified by the findings of RARD, is that correct?
We examined the metal of the pallet and found residue consistent with explosive contact with an IED.
So we can now confirm that this is the pallet. Yeah. So what does this tell us? The pallets mainly contained luggage solely from Heathrow. This pallet also contained luggage from a connecting Frankfurt flight.
Does the pallet contain luggage? We can't really Frankfurt.
Exactly. And that's why we have requested luggage lists from Frankfurt Airport several times.
But you have the Pan Am manifest for both flights, correct? That should tell you all you need to know about the luggage.
With all due respect, no it doesn't. The Pan Am luggage list lacks detail. The Frankfurt list would show the exact origin of every bag loaded at Frankfurt Airport.
Unfortunately, we're not in possession of the luggage list.
Can I ask why not? Mr. Sontag?
The airport have told us it is electronic and erases itself after 7 days.
That would give you a week to print it.
We don't have it. I accept this is unfortunate. Is there anything solid on this Jafar? Any actual evidence linking him to the bombing?
Not yet. Then we haven't found the second bag.
So you have nothing?
But then if the bag held bomb, there wouldn't be much to find with that.
How can you lose a luggage list?
Well, if it proves that Frankfurt Airport is how the bomb got into the system, it's not going to be the top priority, is it?
It's a wee bit cynical, boss.
Kuska. Big Marquis FBI.
Hi.
Kuska's looked to find anything like it in Jafar.
We spoke on the phone a few days after the bomb.
Oh, sorry.
Bit of a blur those first few days.
Enjoy.
So that's the bag found on Minsker Farm on the 27th of December. Anything useful inside? ID or anything? Just the flight coupons. His driver's license was located not far from his body, but there's nothing else suggesting he was involved in that time.
You saw him find the second bag?
Yeah, but they're still
Because they're all.
do you have any extra gloves? Yeah. As long as that's okay with you, it's useful. Yeah, sure. We'll leave you here. You need to get back. Of course. Sure you don't mind? I'll take away over. Yeah.
Great.
너무 감기도 다 문제거리야.
Men's clothing here. It's just a doctor's case. Huh?
Got something.
Cars from Michigan.
What color's the jacket on the license?
Blue, I think.
That's his jacket. His coat is bag. It's still on that piece. It's the first one from. It's just a passenger. And another victim. I owe you an apology. Yes, we really thought this intel on Jafar was solid. Well, he's really there, so it's just that fraud. Not sure how much of a comfort that's going to be to Jafar's family.
글쎄 제주항공의 그 여객기의 승객들이 정가가 있어. 내가 볼 땐 그래요. 한두 번이 아니야. 그래서 항공에 걸려갖고 그 유력이 있을 거야. 그걸 뒤져봐야 되기도 해.
So what?
그래서 이상한 물건 들어가갖고 모질거리 하다가 자기들은 그 좋다면서도 누고 있는 거지.
I'm sorry, I can't give you life again.
I don't want them to shut up. I just don't want to be in the paper again. No. If they are there, I won't let them take your photo. Alright? Alright. Yeah. Come here.
Like it?
그래서 중국 놈들이 이걸 다 숨기는 거야. 그래서 응? 대한민국 놈들
Today and
안
every day,
알려주지 그래서
these 17 souls will forever be part of our life.
오히려
This last farewell is the death of our loved one. May it bring a little our sense of loss and strengthen our hope. If the word Lockerbie will be associated with this terrible tragedy, perhaps it will also be spoken of in the future with admiration through the example of its people.
그래서 꼬리가 이렇게 길게 이렇게 들어가야 되는데 잘라버렸어. 잘라버리고 그냥 이어버린 거야. 그렇게 문구가 있는 거야. 어차피 범인이 죽었으니까 그런 내용이지. 하나는 사갔잖아. 그래서 저기 거기 갔어. 그래서 국가에서 이걸 장난질한 것 같아. 내가 볼 때는 꼬리 자르기를 해갖고 꼬리를 잘라서 수술을 했어. 이거 잘라버리고 이거 그냥 이렇게 연결해갖고 그걸로 그냥 끝난 거로. 어차피 범인도 웃는걸. 죽었으니까 없지.
Let's go. Yeah. David. You do. Okay. I just wanted to say thanks again for the jacket and everything. So I'm hoping he can come live with me in Blackpool soon, but Ronnie's got to book here. It means a lot. I think he's got the whole town looking after him.
내가 그래서 그렇게 보고 있어 나는.
Thanks again, Ed.
그래서 중간에 이상하게 연결된 게 그래. 그래서 그 원인용인가 뭔가는 놈을 그걸 잡아갖고 있어야 돼. 그 맨 처음부터 김포 그거 인천 송도에 가면은 인천 영도에 가면은 그 건물이 있어 안전적이 한 거. 거기가 내가 그 저기 스테빌라이저 그게 뭐야? 그 중에 안내가 돼서 들이 들어가는 거. 그거 불법이야 그거. 법에도 없는 걸 그렇게 시켜놓고 장사야. 이 돈벌이를 위해서 그랬다는 거야. 그 내가 볼 때는 그래요. 돈벌이를 위해서 그 짓을 했던 거야. 그래서 이 국민의힘의 그 원희룡이 제일 나쁜 새끼야. 알고 보면은. 그래서 저 그 국토부장관 쪽에 저기 거기 가갖고 직원들이 저희가 알아서 할게요. 그러면서 밀어냈던 거. 그 전부 다 고발시켜야 돼. 원희룡 이하 그 밑에 직원이 전부 다 그 없어져야 할 놈들이야. 그 놈들은 한마디로 해서 아주 나쁜 놈들이다. 나는 이렇게 보고 있어요. 아유. 그러니까 원희룡이 가서 거기 잘 되면 뭐 알아보고서 문제가 있으면 고치고 그래야 되는데 정신머리가 뭐 어디 먹었는지 뭐 했는지 이상한 새끼야 그것도.
The fact it came from inside the pallet, it's blasting outwards. It was either part of the bomb or next to it.
So let me get this straight.
You think it could be part of the bomb?
I do.
그래 거기에는 또 탈북민도 끼어 있을 거야. 그리고 공무원도 있고 다 그런 애들이 있을 거야. 한두 번이냐.
No appointment, but I know we put the bomb on NM 103.
이거는 약간 덧칠을 했대요. 그래서 다큐멘터리가 아니라 영화야. 그때 전 여러 가지 묻고 나서 아주 영화 BBC에서 했다. BBC. 그러니까 면담한 내용을 풍부하게 한 걸 조리해서 만든 영화라고 했어. 그래서 극화를 위해서 일부 첨가했다 그런 내용이야. 잉글랜드 얘기.
This is from the shard that fell over bomb luggage car.
Yes, we already separated it out, and this is the largest piece.
But the damage is virulent.
Ultrasonic cleaning and magnification have made production AG145 very revealing. Multiple materials have been fused together by close proximity to the blast event.
Meaning?
Meaning this item wasn't just in the suitcase with the bomb, it was the bomb. Or parts of it anyhow. This is the reverse side. See the tracking pattern?
That's a socket roll.
Yeah. Filmmakers tend to focus on two things, efficiency and disguise. Find an electronic device with the components you need and adapt it. This SRBP printed circuit board is just of ordinary commercially manufactured quality. From an item such as a radio. You think the bomb was a radio? Packed with explosives and a timer, or a form of barometric switch. That'll trigger the bomb once the device reaches cruising altitude.
Have you worked out the make and model?
The exact model I don't know, but two clues have led me to the make. Diagnostic diamond shape here, and the legend visible in close-up, L106. That combination, manufacturer ID and diagnostic shape, points to a Toshiba radio.
Okay, I can have my team search rooms for any other radio-related debris.
Have you come across any bomb makers who use Toshiba radios? Well, I believe there's one in Germany.
Bewegung.
Ja, 2 Uhr, Grüße.
Einheit bereithalten. Laser verwendet. Sichtkontakt auf Zielfahrzeug. Auf meine Anordnung. Zurück, los!
Gerät ist verdächtig gefunden. Ohne Kommando.
자, 단품 작전 도시바. 도시바 라디오가 거기에 실어볼 게 많아. 그게 대한민국에서 터졌잖아 한번. 그 라디오 사우디에서 그 라디오 가져왔는데 거기에 폭탄 같은 게 담겨서 들어오고 마약인지 뭐 그래서 들어오고 그랬다는 거 아니야.
It was a huge coordinated operation arising from unrelated domestic terrorism concerns. We arrested Crisot and 16 others.
Mr. Blake,
The Creosote made bombs. 4 has been on my analyst radar for some time. Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine General Command.
그 해방 인민 전선 그게 다 공산당의 거야.
So a 747 full of Americans could make sense as a target.
그 AWE가 전부 다 빨갱이 새끼들이라니까. 공산주의 교육을 받네 그게 그냥
You found evidence of a Crisot radio bomb.
전부가
That's the
데모크라시로
common line of inquiry. Can I ask you,
what's the make and model of the radio that you see?
그게 성관이 조직이야. 성관이 조직. 대한민국 골수 성관이 조직이야. 그런 새끼들 전부 다.
It was a Toshiba bomb beat radio.
and did you find every bomb he made?
We don't know that. But the radio was set to detonate at cruising altitude. So, if loaded in Germany, it would explode before reaching London. Unless it came on board at Heathrow.
Our labs say that he could have modified it with a timer.
We still have
내방을
devices
했어.
and we examined
이스라엘 무전기랑 삐삐랑 똑같은 새끼들 그걸 시키는 거 전부 다 그런
Interview
놈들이야.
Creosote. Where are you holding him?
We did our part. But the judge decided insufficient evidence.
이게 어디 가나 판사가 중소기야.
He
판사가
went
다.
before Lockerbie. We believe he went back to Jordan.
This could be why Clint can't share the luggage list. The Germans are scared to release the Pan Am bomber. They have the profile boys dig deep into Creosote. I'll get everything I can from the FBI and find out if the shard came from a Bombay radio.
Hello? Hello, are you still with me?
현재 실행국이야 전부가. 이 빨갱이 새끼들을 한번 잡으면 안 나요. 그런 새끼들.
Are you keeping her keys?
정신적으로 고쳐지지도 않아.
Catherine Trump in Senator Hines' office.
You've called me a couple of times.
I have.
I haven't called you back.
You haven't.
Look, I do want to talk.
Then it's great we're talking.
What do you do for the senator again?
The senior staffer analyzing policy and advising on legislation.
How do you know so much about this case?
Pat Noonan. Do you know that name? He was informed by Pan Am that his daughter had checked into the flight. And after that one phone call, silence from Pan Am and the State Department, he kept calling, but no one would give him any information. Mr. Noonan knew Senator Hines. He called. I picked up. Listen, back in Dallas, I got involved with victims' rights issues, Children's Medical Center too. You see a lot. Not much compares to hearing the voice of someone who just lost their child. So I thought, fuck this. I told Mr. Noonan that any of the other families could call me, and they have.
And how many families have you spoken?
7. I have 2 more on They may be deep in grief. But they are making change, and they are pushing the White House for action and for answers.
Well, that's great. I mean, Pan Am has really let those families down.
Well, so have your FBI.
It's not the Bureau's responsibility to communicate with families.
Unless you mistake them for suspects, like the Jafar.
글쎄 여기서 그냥 독일의 프랑크푸르트 그게 나오잖아. 독일로 그게 빼준 거 아니냐 하면서. 그 대한민국 애들 독일에 가서 베를린 가서 뭐 했어. 88년도 89년도라고 하잖아.
We are closing in on the bomb maker. Right? We are trying to prevent further attacks, save lives. That's what we're doing for the families. That's our job. Now, after the dust settles, we can do an after action. We can try and improve the systems. But
You know, the thing about after action reports that I've always hated, they are after the action. They are past the point when people actually needed us most. So the next time that I call you, will you pick up?
I guess I better give you my direct line, huh? Tomorrow I need you to focus on gathering all the evidence and radios, check for relevant debris, radio, speakers, anything to see that understood. The FBI wants to see everything we've got.
저거 도시화 작품 저기 라디오가 그 북한의 그 김영희도 그렇게 해서 쓰려고 했다고 하는 거 아니야. 그 조그맣게 해서 한 거라고.
How did you feel taking over there in a few weeks?
많은 애들이 저렇게 놀고 있어요. 그렇게 보는 거야.
Show them how to take advantage of the system. For how long? Maybe 8 weeks. Maybe more. I don't know, to be honest. I know you've got young kids. I appreciate that. Talk to your wife. Get back to me.
그러니까 누군가가 설치해갖고 노는 놈이 있고, 그걸 저기 조작하는 놈이 있고 다 그런 거야.
And you were all excited about
그걸 다 붙잡고 그냥 그저 늙은이에 죽고 그 김현인가 잡아서 온 거 그 두 가지 죄가 없어.
So how long would you go for?
나머지 애들은 어디 갔는지 몰라.
Well, a few months, possibly.
The FBI doesn't have a similar database. And anyway, what they need is ours.
Can handle a few months?
All right? Eddie, what's this on here in America? I mean, I'm delighted for you. Fuck off. We miss you either, Paul. Yeah, I can see you doing well over there. Land of opportunity.
Right, guys, come on. Toshiba, radio, all terms are drawing the blank. Is that right?
Sorry, yes, Pascal.
야, 도시발은 전자 제품이야.
If it was
도시바가 제일 좋은 게 뭐야?
maybe Saturday
게임기.
shot is all that's left. And there is no other
도시바
video
게임기가
footage
제일
found in
낫어.
the suitcase.
그래서 NEC하고 하는 도시바.
Maybe you want
난
to
그
see
도시바인 줄 알았어요. NEC가.
It'll be in its box.
그 NEC가 중앙선거관리위원회라고 또 이름이 또 거기 그래요. NEC가. 아이고 영어 발음 또 NEC야. 일본 종기가 아니구나.
If new, it may come with a manual. I think that's it, Sandy. It's got to be a Dexter. How are you?
Like Mr. Orr said, if it isn't growing, pick it up.
Bombay, Toshiba, same make as the bomb found in Germany. We need to update all.
We now have evidence that a Toshiba two-speaker bomb beat radio brought down the plane. And we know a bomb maker who uses those Toshiba radios, and his name is Marwan Krisat. Current location unknown, but the German BK believe he's back in Jordan. Swiss Air 330, Zurich to Tel Aviv. 1970 bomb killed everybody on board. More than likely, the Krisat was a bomb maker, as he was a bomb maker at cheap and popular front.
And why is he not being blamed lately?
Unclear. FBI thinks he left the cell 10 years ago. Was reactivated for a big job. If he made this bomb, then more than likely his cell took advantage of the weak security at Frankfurt and they slipped on to feeder flight 103A.
All this helps us pull together another key investigative strand, the type of suitcase the bomber used. 27 pieces of hard shell Samsonite have been recovered so far. All bare Cat 1 bomb damage and some bits of paper blasted into them. You now think the paper could be from the Toshiba bomb beat manual. The manual and the radio bomb were inside the Samsonite case.
We haven't been able to match it to a passenger, but Samsonite say the case is from the Silhouette 4000 range. Only 487 manufactured and sold in the Middle East and North Africa. They would have been available to pre-sat.
Other heavily damaged items of rarely include clothing I'm convinced was also in the case with the radio bomb. A baby girl in a pair of check trousers.
Okay, pursue the clothing lead, but the absolute priority is finding Krisat. The CIA have good relations with the Iranian intelligence. They'll know about it. Meanwhile, McCuskers' whole system with the FBI is all part of it. We share with the Americans. They share with us. Understood?
You left this letter at the Vienna embassy, Mr. Bowley?
Oh, quick.
For what purpose?
Getting investigators off the wrong click and onto the right click.
Why not leave your name? Make it easier for us to contact you.
On the basis of my own security.
You wrote that the CIA should contact you via radio traffic frequencies.
It's a clever idea, no?
You claimed to be a Libyan radio officer with a signal corps. Are you a Libyan radio officer with a signal corps?
No. Definitely not.
Then why claim you were? You also wrote that your preferred code name for us to contact you was a guy, and you'd call us a goo.
Should we use the code in here? We don't know who might be listening.
And what's the CIA view on the Vienna embassy tip-off?
Our agent says he's full nut job. She's made some nut job.
What about Krisat? It feels like your agency has been stonewalling us there.
Really? It's quite the opposite.
Sure, except the opposite would be you helping us.
If you want our 10 cents, look to Iran. Revenge for the incident.
By incident, you mean a U.S. naval vessel shooting down Iran Air 655?
They didn't know it was a passenger jet.
Oh, so we're handing out points for stupidity now. Okay.
The U.S. had already lost one frigate that thought we were under attack.
And now we are. Dave, our intelligence tells us that Khrizad has ties to Iran. You know he does. I just reviewed an NSA intercept. Iran wired $10 million to the Popular Front, and that could have funded this whole operation. Our enemies are communicating better than we are.
You look tired, Dick. A lot of vacation days saved up.
Yeah, I'd imagine your CIA knows that, just like everything else. Look, Khrizad made Toshiba radio bombs in Germany. I need your help getting in front of Khrizad now.
There are things we can't do, Dick. The U.S.-Jordan relationship is...
Sensitive, I know, but I need to be in front of that bomb maker for an hour.
Could be a wasted trip.
Better than an unexplored lead, unless you want to be down to the CIA.
Rule 7 goes... I'll try.
그래서 이게 뭐 구형해보고 걸린 것처럼 됐어. 그냥 먼지 깔는지 뭔지 이게 왜 저기 있잖아. 전자담배처럼 이렇게 필터했지 쪼가리. 아주 그냥 색소폰 같은 조그만 거. 그거 애원하게 그런 거 같아. 옆에서는 세방수가 그냥 흐르고 옆에서는 또 먼지 같은 걸 날리고 아유 그냥 죽을 뻔했어. 그냥 고르고 앉아서 죽듯이 그냥 당하고만 있었어.
My brother David, he's planning to travel. You know, see the world. If he can.
Oh, good.
Look, mate, I got you a wee present.
그래서 이게 걸려서 여기서 안 나오니까 계속해서 일을 떨고.
Daley Thompson's Olympic Challenge, supposed to be a good one. I saw the Hallies have got a ZX. Yeah, I was never really into games. That's more David and Joanne, but I love this, I reckon. Happy birthday, mate. Happy 15th.
Here's the last of her clothing. Thank you. Cheers. This wee necklace to you. Oh, and this. It's just a ticket stub. The show she went to see in London. It's hers. To know it. If it means something to the family it goes in. We don't decide what matters, that's for them.
We're getting soft on us now, Hen.
You calling me soft?
Afternoon.
Afternoon, hello.
Is that one for me?
아프도?
To America.
아니
These are all
점심이
the
주로
belongings,
저녁
much to her, along with the photos from the photo team. Are they ready? Yes, they are. Did a good job, eh? Developing all the roles in the fight.
안녕하세요 그랬잖아.
It's been vital for the ID process now.
The families now. It's a lovely touch. Something from Lockerbie, from the land.
Those a few volunteers.
Few drop hours. Be tough for some folk, but we'll keep at it. Good luck.
Thank you. I'll be back before you know it.
Well,
It's your washing up skills. You can keep a tally for when I'm home.
eyes open, yeah? Stay there.
Okay, kiddos. Wish me all the opportunity. Be good for your mum.
야 이게 잘 안 나와. 감기만이 아니에요.
Bye.
제 애들은 후보
So what are the next steps for your team?
FBI 필리핀이야.
I want to blow up a plane. Rather you didn't. It doesn't have to be a whole 747, just pallets. Identical to the ones we know held a radio bomb. Pan Am comes without it. Lost luggage.
What would test explosion issue?
Before, no. But we know the device now. We buy Toshiba Bombay radios, pack them with Semtex, put them in parts of the pallet that held the Frankfurt bags, and we can confirm the bomb was loaded at Frankfurt, not Heathrow. Blast pattern analysis. Variables can be massive, no? Well, it's a long shot, but if it works, we'll know where in the world this bomb came on board. It's the next best thing to the luggage list, and a bridge builder for the Scots.
That could help while we're gathering intelligence on the bomb maker.
The CIA is still silent about Preset?
Yeah, I put an official request for help.
Spies always know more than they say.
Yeah.
And the bomb cast?
Your budget, not mine.
야, 여기 보면은 이거
Best thing to the luggage list, and a bridge builder for the Scots.
That could help while we're gathering intelligence on the bomb maker.
The CIA is still silent about Preset?
Yeah, I put an official request for help.
Spies always know more than they say.
Yeah.
And the bomb cast?
Your budget, not mine.
야, 그래서 여기 이렇게 보이는 것처럼 이게 유도들이야. 그 여기 이렇게 포지션 이렇게 돼 있는 거야. 이제 항공기가 진입가게 들어와서 일자로 들어가면 되는 거야. 그렇게 설계가 돼 있는 거라고. 여기가 입구고 출구고 또 반대편에 똑같은 게 있어. 이 진입가게라고 하는 거야. 진입가. 그래서 계기 보고서 이거 보고서 들어가는 거라고. 일로 쫙 착륙해갖고. 그 제주항공 그거 저기 비행기 오실 때 거시기 했잖아. 그래서 항공기 정비도 마찬가지고 기본이 그 딱 있어. 기본 교육적 용이 지금 다 잊어버렸지만은 군대 저기 하고 있어. 그 항공기 정비점을 어떻게 해서 비행기를 조그맣게 만져보고 해서 조금 만져볼까 하고 그랬던 것도 있어. 그래서 요즘은 드론 같은 경우도 있잖아. 옛날에 RC 헬리콥터 비행기 나 띄울 수 있는 거 프로펠러하고 그 추진차하고 해서 그런 개념이야. 그래 의미가 없어. 다 그런 쪽으로 해서 되는 거라고. 그래서 여기서 이 뜻이 인 게 다 내려가잖아. 내려가서 딱 저기 저항을 받으면서 착륙하려고 하잖아. 저렇게 해서 착륙하는 거야. 그래서 처음으로 이게 랜딩 기어를 닿으면서 충격받고 내가 가는 거야. 그래서 액셀레이터가 브레이크가 이제 브레이크 누르면서 이렇게 더 저기 브레이크를 하면서 그렇게 쑥 내려가는 거야.
How's the flight? Good?
아니 난 저기 잘 몰라. 난 비행사가 아니고. 그래서 이륙하는 것도 있지만은 난 착륙하는 걸로 쇼를 본 거야. 나 대구에 착륙하는 거야. 그래서 비행기 사고가 어떻게 일어나느냐. 그 옛날에도 있었어. 만화책에 70년대 60년대 900급 때 만화책 열심히 보고서 사고 나는 거 빼주고 하는 것뿐만 아니라 다른 것도 많이 봤어. 그래서 몽골에서 넣어가지고 그래서 햄이라고 만들어서 거기서 타치해오고 그런 것도 많이 봤어. 정확하게 해야 돼. 거짓이 아닌 사실을 만들 수 있어야 한다. 그래서 비행기가 뛸 수가 있어야지. 뛰어서 날려서 목적지에 내려야 하는 거야. 우리 앉아서 잘 보내야 될 거 아니야. 살기 위해서.
Detective Sergeant McCusker. Yes. Phil Reed, Special Agent here. Ah, right okay, hotel? Brilliant, yeah. I don't want to go back home. Did you check out an area? We love the place. It's standing. I know you guys like a joke, right? Yeah. Let's get you signed in. DS Ed McCusker. So the Holmes room will be off my office. You want to give us a presentation on how it all works. Maybe tomorrow. I'm conscious we have the bomb tests next week. But it would be good to spitball some ideas before then. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Don. Let's get you comfortable.
Catherine Turman. Glad to meet you.
Bob Nanette.
Hi.
Joe, how are you? Still on the phone?
I remember. It's great to meet you in person. Let's sit down. Yeah.
So, not easy getting hold of anybody in this town.
I know. So, you're lobbying the White House to set up a president's commission to look at aviation security.
We'd love Senator Hines' support.
And you're doing this as part of...
Victims of Pan Am Flight 103. It's a growing number of those families. Yossi Landowski's security firm gave Pan Am a report 2 years ago. He warned the airliner was vulnerable to mid-air explosive charges in cargo. He told them the fact no disaster had occurred yet was merely providential. It's an industry-wide issue. We want to stop other families going through what we've experienced.
Well, I've spoken to the senator. We would happily help y'all figure out specific airline safety asks, areas that a commission could look at.
Item 1, more rigorous X-ray screening. Item 2, adequate airport security staff training. And 3, a full review of FAA warning systems.
You've clearly done a lot of work already. So what I would say is that it's the human stories that get senators and congressmen across the aisle. So if there is anything that I can also share about your loss.
Would journalists be involved?
Absolutely not. No.
Well, a journalist tricked Syracuse University into giving our phone number. When we found out my son had died on the plane.
Oh my God.
No. Everyone's story is different.
Yeah, I traveled to Lockerbie. My brother-in-law, Mikey, brought him home. I met a detective there, DS McCusker. He's a good guy. I believe he's actually in DC right now. You should meet him if you can.
I'll do that.
The Scottish are trying. Coffins are sent off with dignified bagpipe ceremonies. Yeah. Then we sent to collect them themselves. Wrapped in dirty cardboard. And airport livestock cardboard. This is my son's journal. It was clean. Some volunteers do that in Scotland. Rick, he wrote a bit of wisdom here from his first 20 years. Read the sports section first. The news can wait. He was enjoying London. He wrote here a few days before he died. Do all you can while you can. Life is a one-time deal. There's no reason to hold anything back.
I'm going to do everything that I can to help.
So, access to the home's evidential database will provide a window into the investigation. After my secondment ends, another home specialist will come into man it.
We can't man it ourselves.
A Scottish detective will always be the person physically managing the database to ensure total accuracy.
You don't think we can be accurate?
Guys, look, I've got no doubt you know how to do your job. I was never in question here. What matters is accuracy to the specific standards of Scottish evidence handling laws.
절차와 증거 이게 시사의 기본이야. 명시되고 저렇게 어디든지 세계가 저런 식으로 증거를 하고 있는 거라고. 대한민국도 마찬가지야. 이게 어떻게 그 저기 뭐야 자이당 시대 때 대한민국 건국 초기와 같이 만서 놓고 있는지 보십시오. 지금도 마찬가지야. 그러니까 자기가 이게 머리통이 좋은 줄 알고 계속 그렇게 놀고 있는 거야. 맞아야겠어. 제도에 의해서 국민이 주도하고 부정선거 같은 여러 가지 약속권이 나오는데도 부실하다 느낌이 계속 와가지고라도 그냥 밀고 있는 모습 개선이 전혀 없어요. 한마디에서 그러면 안 돼. 국가라고 하는 것은 뭐냐? 그 개인조차 없어요. 어떻게 보면.
Got some Tim.
The detective work begins. Thanks for responding to my message.
Sorry, I've read a lot about this building. It's quite something.
Yes, sir.
범죄든 사고든 뭐가 있으면은 원인은 꼭 있는 거야. 원인 없이 일어나는 건 없어요.
Joe Horgan spoke highly of you. And I know the FBI visited too. Was it Dick Marquise?
Lockerbie, yeah, he has.
You know, my sense is his heart's in the right place if he can find it under his suit.
When we found out it couldn't have been Jafar, then we were back to square one. Taking the news back to his boss couldn't have been easy for Dick.
No, but it's nothing compared to what the Jafar family have been through.
Oh, sure.
Did you know that Nazir Jafar is bringing the first civil claim against Pan Am?
No, I didn't.
Cost cutting, inadequate security. If he loses, he'll be bankrupt.
And if he wins?
America's biggest airline fails. But they already failed, didn't they?
You meet with families regularly?
Over here, yes.
I have belongings to return to a family in upstate New York this week. There's a group back in Scotland cleaning victims' possessions.
I heard. And I wish the powers that be would take that kind of care here.
Actually, like you said, it's just a few individuals who showed up and go on with it. So, what's your background?
A background? Started as a volunteer at Dallas Children's Medical Center.
Tough work.
Meaningful work. First job I loved. Taught me what matters.
Hello. 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 All right, you've said hello. Come on. This is DS, Gay, Sandy, and this is Mia.
Hi. Hello. Over from America, yeah?
Yes. Mrs. Shearer has been so welcoming. I'm here with my mother. She's still in shock but wants to see where her daughter's at.
Anything you need, I'm here.
We should get him on.
Okay.
Is this it? We should help. Mom? Aquí fue donde ya cayó. Thank you. You were on duty that first night. Do you remember much?
I remember everything. Yeah, a colleague of mine, friend, says that my memory's an asset. It never doesn't always feel that way.
Careful. Then they go, you know. She says she's glad her younger daughter killed you. That is beautiful. It's part of womanhood.
Yeah, good, yes. I forget that sometimes.
Boss, look at this clothing you bought. It was separated from the check trousers. It was a wee bit of fabric still attached.
Yorkie trousers? That's a brand.
UK companies are found called Yorkie.
I don't know any clothing manufacturers.
No, but there's the chocolate bar. Yorkie, I know, but maybe they make those. The promotions of it.
If it's a lead, we follow it, yeah?
Casca, briefers, hotel sorted, luggage pallets.
Yeah, everything's in hand, ready for the board tests. FBI have been okay. Communicative, actually.
Oh, that makes a change. That was my experience with Tom. Don't get sucked in by the power. The FBI still hasn't got us access to CSAT. Dick Marquis is telling all the CIA needs more time. This is us against everybody.
PCI Bell can't solve the Yorkie trouser mystery and is unamused. Even sent some of the boys to go and inspect Yorkie chocolate bars.
I have a team looking into international manufacturers now. Those trousers bear serious fucking bomb damage.
Now this is where I learned the art of bomb scene investigation. We all got a lot riding on this. Are we on the same page in terms of plan? Yep, radio bombs are made and that little bunker will keep us safe.
You're putting us in now.
Our objective is to recreate the blast hole of skid rail damage.
And establish if the Toshiba bomb beat radio bomb in a bag loaded at Frankfurt could have caused it.
And if Presat was the bomber.
Science has no interest in who your latest suspect is or isn't.
These radios, are they already loaded?
Yep, Simtex.
Try them in different positions, consistent to where the Heathrow handlers say the Frankfurt bags were.
The areas at the front and top of the pallet.
And if we can only recreate the real damage elsewhere?
Well, then the bomb didn't come from preset, it was checked in at Heathrow. And we're back to square one, but at least we know.
야, RTSF-16 도시와 UM-1 배터리. 아이고. 저거 여행용 가방이 그냥 넣고 다니죠. 실험실에서 놀고 있어. A3058 PA. 아우, 저 화물 카메라 막.
Scenario 1, Frankfurt bags, upper middle right position. 3, 2, 1, shift.
Roof exploded, but skid rail intact.
The blast off isn't a match at all.
Let's move bags and try again. Scenario 2, also Frankfurt. This one, right in the middle of the town. No blast penetration through the pellet wall. The skid rail still intact.
I don't get it. How's that possible?
Blast must have been cushioned by the bags in that spot.
Okay, so if the suitcase with the bomb just happened to be placed there,
The passengers might have survived. The bomb plot had to be complex, but it also relied on blind luck.
Let's try a case at the bottom of the pallet, where the landing cases were loaded.
Scenario number 3 was even further off. This is a Frankfurt bag, I know. Let's position the next one front left, nib overhand, near the skin of the pallet.
저 데이터가 정확히 나와야 된다. 그 얘기야. 그만큼 과학적이잖아, 애들이.
Well, that's it. That's the shot. Blast hole is almost identical. The skid rail, too. This proves the bomb came out of Frankfurt.
looks like science likes our working theory after all, huh?
Need some help there, Alan?
Oh, right, that's made a
Oh, excuse me. I warned you. It's all about technique.
Always follow the advice of local law enforcement.
Yeah. Shall I get us another run then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
My father loved this place.
He did.
Also an FBI agent. Also named Dick.
Well, that's easy to remember. Did he pass along any wisdom?
Yeah, he did. He used to say victims don't need sympathy, they need justice. You don't agree?
I'm not sure. Is there no room for both? You always wanted to be an agent?
No, not until I was 19. There was a bombing in Wisconsin, Sterling Halters. The fact that terrorists had killed an innocent civilian on U.S. soil just got under my skin. I thought if I could do some small part catching people like that, stopping them from ever doing it again, like, be a pretty good use of a life.
Dad, no. Gun in the badge are pretty cool. What about you?
When I joined the force, I imagined I'd be on the world's biggest cases every day.
Here you are.
What was the Bureau like when you started?
Different. There was a lot of noise about international terrorism, but now it's actually here. We're reliant on the CIA to help us fight it.
Has there been any progress accessing Crisa?
No. No, not yet.
America's President George Bush vowed today to act against the Pan Am bombers.
See card and punish firmly, decisively those who did this, if you can ever find them.
Marquis,
부시.
congratulations on your bomb test. You get you access to the Jordanian bomb maker. You can fly to Oman immediately.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. This is...
Share nothing with the Scots. You wear security clearance on you. Is that a problem?
No.
Jordanian secret service and the government in the region, and whatever intel they choose to share with you in this may be very sensitive, so bear that in mind. All right. Good night.
Night.
Or, Mr. Orr, do you have a minute?
Mr. Klink?
Everything okay?
One of our agents from the Creaside operation, Hans-Jürgen Sonntag. You met him at the international meeting.
Yes, I remember him.
He was one of the agents who were examining the Creaside devices. One exploded.
How could that happen?
I think a screw at the side of the radio device was loose and the screwdriver must have touched it, and that was enough to detonate it. Another agent was with him, seriously injured. But alive, thank God. Creaside has killed another person, one of my own men. And your bomb tests appear to show the case of the bomb was loaded here in Germany. There were pressures here, to be ahead of the story. But I've now ordered another search for the luggage list. Complete account of every bag that went on that plane in Frankfurt.
I'm really sorry for your loss, Mr. Clank. I really am. And I appreciate the effort you're making to find the luggage list.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Hi, the Marquis of PI. This is Ed Marshman.
All of us in Jordanian intelligence want to make sure you have everything you need. Presumably the CIA has fully briefed you. You feel happy to go directly into the interview?
Absolutely. Marwan Creaside, let me tell you some of the things we know. We know that you built a radio bomb that was seized by the BKA on October 26th. We know that a very similar bomb was responsible for bringing down Pan Am 103. And we just replicated blast damage from an area in the hold that we know held luggage that you and your associates could have placed on the plane in Germany. Now why don't you tell us what you know? I meant to ship up on Beats bomb squad organization. That's what you do. Tell us about the radios.
I bought 5 Toshiba Bombay.
거기에 본 빛의 BIT라는 그 빛이 그런 뜻만은 아니야.
What about other models in the same line?
You mean that you
그냥
speak about it?
케이스 거기에 폭탄을 봐.
Who
그
authorized it?
내용을 의미하고 있어.
Ahmed Jibril. I think he had a plan for the Israeli airline.
그 빛이라고 하는 것은 간단한 반도체, 그것의 메모리죠.
Harmless?
Yes.
No. Now, the devices aren't harmless. One of them just killed a PKA.
최소한의 축하고, 뭐 잠시 머물렀다가.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bombs kill people. Is that news to
터지게
you?
그 내용이야. 전장식 반도체. 그런 거 빛이야.
Jibril's element have
Speak freely, Quran. They may have not have been told everything.
Wait a minute. How well do you two know each other?
I left the group in 1973. I came back to Amman and I opened an electronics store for customers.
And then?
And then a few years ago, agents from the police in Jordan visited me and I was asked to re-enter the Popular Front in Germany and become a more informant.
Wait. Are you telling me that for the last several years this man has worked undercover for you? That he's not actually a member of the Popular Front, but he's just posing as a terrorist?
He was a real bomber, but we cut him.
You put this known murderer to work. You authorized him. Do you understand that one of his devices just killed 270 people? 271!
No, please hear what he has to say. I had a choice to become a mole or see my family suffering.
And so?
So I went back to Germany and I gave information back here. Perhaps to your CIA. None of my writings did this. I only made barometric detonators.
A radio device just like...
Just like?
Yeah.
Define just like. Perhaps all radio like us look the same to you.
No. You put a detonator in a box, okay? You don't get to tell us
the space. And this is why I use the one speaker model. No beat. It's dollar. I'm not your man. But those copycats, bomb makers, those who prepare two-speaker models, timers, when a product succeeds, it's copied by all the freedom fighters around the world. New talent, you Americans say, right? But it's always coming through cracks.
글쎄 스피커가 한 개 있는 거, 원비트, 튜티가 아니라 스피커 한 개 있는 거, 그래서 공간을 차지한다. 그런 내용이 있구나. 이 사람은 그것만 쓴다고 하더라고. 원비트, 그 스피커 한 개짜리.
Dick, listen. There's a chance that he's a murderer, but he's not our murderer. And the CIA knew. That's why Lippy advised us not to come down here. Didn't want to be the one to blow his cover. They're trying to crack this case with one hand tied behind our fucking backs. Meanwhile, the guys who actually did it are out there planning the next attack.
So you're telling me Krisa was a false lead all along? But you can't tell me how you know.
Well, look, we're still further along than we were. We now know the device, the suitcase, thanks to your work.
Okay, we'll talk about this later.
It's coming through. It's a Frankfurt list.
Fiona, it's almost bedtime. Then please can you just help her with her ties? Hello?
June, is that you? Oh, it's got to be bath time. I'm sorry.
How's it going?
Good? Yeah, good. I miss you a lot, but keep it busy. Spent a good bit of time with Dick Marquis and the rest of the local team. It's all happening here. So, I was wondering today, just spitballing.
Sorry, spitballing.
How about getting you all out here for a bit? I can speak to war. Someone's got to be here to man homes long term. They might
They make sort of fight for the better. We'd be together. Big team McCusker.
Eddie, you've been there 2 minutes. It's not reality.
야, 여기
We live in
컴퓨터는
Scotland. I happen to love it.
컴퓨터는 그렇게 큰 게 아니야.
Pack all my bags
요즘
along.
컴퓨터가 좋아서 그렇지 옛날에 이런 거 썼어. 그 플로피 디스크 있고 여기 저기 있고 그런 거 썼어.
How's it going?
What's this?
JM180. Germans sent through the luggage list. Pan Am Flight 103A was carrying 7 pieces of interlined luggage.
Hold luggage transfer between airlines.
I've got that, son.
103A라고
One of
하네.
the cases, unaccompanied by a passenger, started his journey on flight KM 180, Malta to Frankfurt.
The bomb came from Malta. And there's more. We discovered a Yorkie trading company in Malta making clothes.
Sorry, Harry. You're back on the plane.
그러니까 스텝 바이 스텝으로 밟아서 가는 거야. 역시 수사관들은 수강에 발로 뛰어야 돼. 발로 뛰라. 그냥 몰타했어. 몰타. 몰타에서 물도 봐. 물도 봐야 몰타.
We began our investigation just after Lockerbie when we gave one of our researchers a new identity.
Well, obviously there's absolutely no security there whatsoever. No checks have been done. I have now got total access to Heathrow Airport.
Stuart clocked on at 4 p.m. last Monday, carrying the package in his bag. 2 hours into his shift, Stuart paged me at Terminal 3. He had planted the bogus bomb. He told them it was hidden under seat 33A on Japanese airline flight 402 to Tokyo. If this had been a bomb, these passengers would have been the latest victims of a terrorist outrage.
Jesus Christ.
I know. You finished it not long after you left for America.
Fucking hell.
야, 그래서 이 재무성에서 하고 있잖아.
Yeah, I heard all was absolutely raging. Airlines, airports.
전부 다 뜯어서 맞추고 있잖아.
How long till this happens again?
대한민국은 그러고 있을까?
Every time my missus turns on the TV.
그냥 버려, 그래. 이러고 있을 거야.
It's an awful.
야, 언제 비행기 날라? 그런 것만 있고. 자꾸 해결 같은 소리 하고 있네. 개소리 하고 있어요.
Best putting all that in mind. Just got to focus on the work. Speaking of, we better get back to it.
Hey, driver, is there another way that we can go?
Can't believe this. Weeks we've been waiting for this meeting and we turn up late.
야, 대한민국에서도 저기 말타야비도 어딘가에서 외국에서 비행기에 커져갖고 그 드라마 나온 거 하나 있잖아. 그 누구더라? 배수진인가? 그리고 저기 뭐 거기 남자 배우 하나 하는 거
Any perceived link to terrorism will have a
나온 거
massive
같은
impact on
거
tourism,
뭐더라?
which is a big part of the economy. Exactly.
This plane, Pan Am 103.
거기에 나오는 애들 전부 다 국정원이나 뭐 이상한 돈 많은 애들 그런 거 있잖아.
Oh, you're right. Yes, the plane.
They'd leave from London, but feeder flights brought passengers and baggage from other places, including one unaccompanied bag from the airport.
Are you sure about this?
Unfortunately, we are. This is the luggage list from Frankfurt Airport. If you look here, you can see a bag travelling from Lua Airport to Frankfurt and then interlined with Pan Am 103. Our working theory is this is the bag that contained the bomb.
So you want access to Luaya?
Well, that is one of the places we need to investigate to see how the bag could have gotten into the system.
There's more? What else?
One way we've been trying to identify the bomber is via the items inside the bomb suitcase. Items like this blue baby grow, which we learned was mass-produced and sold internationally, therefore not very useful for narrowing our search. Other items we're still figuring out. This we think is a tweed jacket, but we haven't been able to trace it. The remains of these trousers, though, had a Yorkie label. We've been unable to find a Yorkie factory until we found one here in Malta.
You're investigating trousers?
If we can confirm they were made in this factory, we might find where the bomber purchased them. Do you understand?
You may conduct your investigation here, but under two conditions. First, nothing gets out to the press, or your investigation will be over. Second, you can work under the supervision of Inspector Chatou.
Was that necessary?
Those are my terms. Easy, I bet. I can take you to the airport tomorrow.
Actually, we were planning to go to the factory first. But the airport will be fine.
Well, thanks for meeting with me again. I know you must be busy.
Worse. You know how my boss likes to keep your boss happy.
Well, I just wanted to let you know I'm going to locker a bit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I want to see how they're doing things. The way they're repatriating bodies and belongings, the way they're communicating. I think we could learn a lot.
Sounds like you should go. Not that you need my permission.
Oh, I know. But there's not much point in me going on about the sharing of information if I'm not going to practice what I preach. Right?
Sure.
Speaking of which, communication with the families, any progress?
Well, it's like I said, we're focused on solving this. Not really responsible for the families.
That's my point. No one is. They're organizing officially now.
Good. And that's their prerogative.
They are organized, they are well-funded, and they are well-connected. And as more start their civil claims against Pan Am, it would be good if they felt you were on their side.
Side? Catherine, this is not about sides. We all want to know who's responsible, even Pan Am.
Well, come on, if Pan Am's inadequate security is partially to blame, they don't want anyone to know that.
I'm not saying they're the good guys. I'm just saying that they're cooperating. I have a meeting with them tomorrow at their request.
The families are in the dark. I don't doubt that you are good at your job, Dick. But this is more than that to them. This is their whole lives.
그래, 그게 삶이 전부야. 누가들한테는. 누가들한테는 그게 삶이 전부야. 그게 끝나가야지. 또 다른 삶을 이어가냐고.
Good morning. Good morning. You found us then? Can you explain the process of how bags make their way onto a flight?
Passengers come here to check in and drop their bags. I give them a tag that corresponds to their ticket, and the bags are taken onto the flight.
Is it ever possible for a bag to travel without a passenger?
No, not really. No, unless it's lost luggage.
Lost luggage? And what's the protocol there?
If luggage needs to be sent back to the owner, we give a rush tag, and the bag is rushed over on the next flight.
Are there rush tags behind the desk I can look at?
We keep them in the office for security.
Do you need to see one, please?
If the bomb was in a bag with lost luggage, the bomber would have needed a ticket for that flight, right?
Never said I won't.
Well, most people wouldn't. Which means we were
저렇게 움직일 수가 있다는 거야.
They had somebody on the inside.
Home for dinner. What do I owe this rare pleasure?
Just for dinner? Wed.
My hero.
Where are the girls?
That Rachel's for sleepover. Here come.
You telling her on the way?
We know about these. We don't have to share our chairs.
You remember that girl Catherine I met in the States? She's visiting and always asked me to show her about for a few days.
So you've just come back from the States and now you're a tour guide? Jeff, you didn't even really work with us.
Shut up.
What are they called? Yours. Extra salt, extra vinegar.
Oh, you know how to treat her.
Lauren, you seen Sandy?
Oh shit, you think this bug's got him at all?
What bug?
Something nasty's going about. Half of the guys in production are off. Maybe Sandy's down with it.
Must be.
Could do with a couple of days in bed too. You know it's bad when you're jealous of the folk off sick.
지독한 감기가 유행을 한다. 누가 만들었을까 감기. 아이고.
Agent Murphy, Thomas Plaskett, CEO of Pan American World Airways. Your ribeyes excellent. Just a coffee. Thanks. Same for me.
So, what can I do for you? My office wasn't specific about why you wanted to meet. Oh, well, we had a report to us. What happened? An investigation of sorts. Didn't think we were up to the job. Not at all. Our insurance required it. We didn't expect much. But the findings...
나대로 아무 싫다. 나대지 말라는 건 아니지.
What's that Alcazar? Can they mean anything to you? He's a Syrian arms dealer who runs a drug smuggling route. Such as Pan Am 103. Precisely. He's been running his route for years.
아유, 어디 말했다. 야, 누나도 잘해요. 하여간 이 남자. 있어. 페남 103편. 벌써
Long time not to get caught, right? Mm-hmm. Well, our investigation found out why. CIA know exactly what he's doing. They let him run his route. So long as he feeds them intel. He's a CIA informant, correct? Okay, what does this have to do with the attack? Do you think he was involved? Not exactly, but he did allow other groups to use his route, knowing airport workers are being paid by the CIA to look the other way. Drug smugglers, terrorist groups. Our report found that a Palestinian group bombed Pan Am 103 using Alcazar's route, and Khalid Jafar was a mule. Sorry to disappoint, Mr. Plaskett, but Jafar's been ruled out as a suspect. Completely. Why'd you come here today, Mr. Plaskett? I thought it was my duty to share what our investigators found. It's pretty convenient that if this were true, which is impossible, by the way, given the evidence, the Pan Am would no longer be liable for what happened. The U.S. government would. Means you wouldn't have to pay the families a single dime in any of these civil suits. That's not what this is about, isn't it? And then you're going to come and point the finger at the very agencies who are trying to solve this thing. I got to admit, I'm impressed that you have the balls to come and do this to my face. Just read the report. And you'll find it paid more than $1 for this. It was by the looks of it. Just a check, please. He's paying.
네, 이렇게 기침을 하는 거는 이 안에 뭔가 있다는 거야. 야, 그 호흡기야 요새 왜 금방 보면 알 텐데, 그걸 그 기침 모욕도 알고 있어. 그 다 이유가 있는 거야. 기침이면서 기침이 아닌 이유가. 세상 한 가지만 보면 안 돼. 요즘 간식 같은 애들은 한 가지만 원해서 아니야. 다양성이야. 내가 이 새끼들은 무슨 뭔지 몰라도 대한민국에서 이상한 애들을 많이 길렀어요. 대한민국 애들이야, 그게. 예전부터 활동해오던 대한민국에 있던 애들이야.
Bonjour. Spetro Ciclone, Arnaud, investigatore delle Scozia, jeśli ujawnione here.
Okay.
These trousers, we believe, were manufactured here. See the okay later?
This label looks like ours, yes?
So they were made here.
Well, we make lots of things.
This pattern, you recognize it?
It's hard to say. I could check it against our records, but it would take a couple of days.
We'll be back first thing tomorrow.
Have a minute. Could I have everybody's attention, please? I've just had some bad news. I've just been informed that Sandy was found dead this morning in his car. Just by the forest near his home.
What happened?
속에 압박이라고 하는 거야. 압력을 넣는 거야.
With his death.
범죄는 범죄를 낳고 있어요. 이 패거리들은 끝까지 움직이는 거야. 그래가지고. 그래서 언제부턴가 이 패거리가 같이 움직이고 있는 거야. 한 모가지로 범죄의 끈악풀이 형성되면서 움직이는 거야.
Today, families gathered outside the White House to remember the victims of the Pan Am bombing and to demand more information about what happened to their loved ones. They had come to Washington to lobby for an independent inquiry into the bombing of Pan Am 103, convinced that they are not being told the full story. In a meeting not recorded by cameras, 4 family members met with the president.
Strong indication of the president's concern, and we hope this will reflect his commitment in establishing effective counterterrorism.
This is demarcation.
You seen the news? Families had a big protest on the White House lawn.
Protest? What for?
Well, they want a meeting with President Bush. And they got one, face to face.
Really?
I told you they were serious, Dick. They're making it happen.
Yeah, it seems so.
Just so you know, one of their asks can be regular updates from the FBI.
And I wondered whose idea that was.
Well, I'm just giving you a heads up.
See that car there? Black one. Followed us here. Seen him on the drive up yesterday as well. Same number plate.
You'd be doing that.
Let's see, shall we?
Is that your lot? Why would we need them? I'm here.
We ought to be following us all the way out here.
Best case, CIA, EKA, friendly intelligence agency keeping an eye. Worst case, whoever bombed the plane could still be on the island. Christ, wish I hadn't asked.
I believe this is the fabric from your photo.
That looks right. And you've made trousers from this fabric?
Yes, we delivered 5 pairs as part of a bigger order to a shop called Mary's House. You can see the delivery note here.
November 88.
The shop's on now? Yes, it's about 20 minutes from here.
You think this could be a front?
Could be more on the front. Could be a bomb factory now.
All right, easy.
No, it could be. We know a pair of trousers and the bomb case were ordered from there a month before Lockerbie. They could have sold them on. Or if they didn't.
Let's go.
에드워드 가우치. 아, 양복쟁이 아저씨.
Mine? Yes, Mala. Are you Edward Gauchi? Yes, I am Edward. This is my son, Tony. I'm Detective Bell from Strathclyde Police in Scotland. This is Inspector Chacon. I would like to talk to you about an order you made last year. You ordered trousers with this pattern, yes? Yes, this looks like our order, yeah. Do you remember selling any and who you sold them to? It's difficult to say. Or have you sold any? No, I'm not sure.
You don't mind if I go with it? See if I can find any.
No. You, no, Tom, I'm sorry. We have sold that kind of baby doll before. Do you remember selling one? You remember the guy who was there? She died.
he bought a lot of things, you know, that did not match. Baby grow, trousers, pajamas.
Do you remember selling someone this baby grow along with trousers?
Yes, 2 pairs actually.
Did the trousers have this pattern?
They could have, yes.
And what about this white t-shirt? Did he buy one of those?
No. But he did buy a jacket.
Was it a tweed jacket? Like this?
Yeah, we had a jacket here. It was in the shop for like 5 years. 5 years and no one touched it. I showed it to him, he didn't even try it on. He just bought it.
And what else did he buy?
An umbrella, because I remember thinking it was raining, so I said, listen, this guy is spending money, so he's going to take it straight away. And he did. One of those.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
When did it take us?
Mr. Gauci, you seem to remember all this very well. You must have lots of customers, but you remember him. I mean, it was a week's taking in 10 minutes. How can I forget, like, my best sale ever?
Beside Bell, look at this. It's the Yorkie trousers.
These are the trousers that you sold to this customer?
They might have been, yes.
Can you describe this customer for me?
Big guy, Libyan, nice suit, no belly, but big.
Definitely Libyan?
Yes.
Definitely? How can you tell?
Because he looked Libyan and he spoke with a Libyan accent.
Well, you can tell someone's Libyan just from an accent.
Well, it's enough to tell that you're Scottish and not English, no?
Well, if you saw him again, would you recognize him?
Definitely.
And tell me, when did this purchase take place?
I think it was end of last year. Christmas lights were up, so December must have been.
Ed, are there any umbrellas and evidence?
What else? I'm sure there's a few. Right.
Good. Because I just found a shopkeeper who we think sold multiple Cat 1 items to a guy last year. Trousers, baby girl.
Right. You mentioned this customer bought a black umbrella. Have you got any?
We've got almost 30 here. It was in the case it would have been heavily bomb damaged, same as the other Cat 1 items. So have you got anything?
It's just a second. Okay, this is a canopy and handle stem, shredded and partly collapsed, indicating close involvement with an explosion.
This is supposed to be what he told us, Ed. This is the first link to a real person involved in this. I thought you'd be a wee bit more excited, son.
Harry, this moment told you.
Tell me what? What's up?
Sandy died.
Are you serious? How? Was it an accident? What happened?
I don't quite know, but he said no one else was involved, so...
Well, just out of nowhere.
Come on, Harry, please. Please.
그거
If
당한
any of us had
거야.
noticed that something was wrong, we would have done something, right?
Aye. I know. Sorry.
이 사람들은 이 생각이라고 하는
Just trying to
것은
get my head around it.
어른들은 잘 못해요.
Right, okay, look. I'll phone the lab now and I'll get him to check their findings on these umbrellas.
You need to fax details of your umbrella to Randy and check that it's definitely a match.
Aye.
So, did you find something on your database in Scotland?
There's an umbrella as a potential match.
And so the shopkeeper was telling the truth.
Well, let's not get excited until the lab confirms that the umbrella was in the case too, man.
That's a good thing, yes. Your boss will be very pleased. White House wants to know why we didn't give them a heads up about the protest. Did you know about it? No, I didn't. Families want Sessions to go along to the next meeting. Talk about our investigation. Okay. You want me to get Sessions caught up on where we're at? Actually, he thinks it makes more sense if you attend. He does. I'll be honest, it might be tough. Families want answers you can't give. Understood. Appreciate it. There is something else. I'm hearing about an opening in Albany. The field office? Your wife's not around there, right? Yeah, she is. We've been talking about making a move there for a while. Chance to run your own office. Hate to lose you on this, but your name came up. Thought I had to let you know. How fast are you moving? A couple weeks to think about it. Happy to make a recommendation. Grudgingly, of course.
The lab results faxed through from Ravi have confirmed that a matching umbrella was in the suitcase. Not just that. The umbrella was impacted with the fibers from the baby girl. The Yorkie trousers too. Looks like they were all blasted into each other when the bomb detonated.
This verifies the shopkeeper's account.
Exactly. This customer must be linked to the bomber.
What is the bomber?
You know, I hope Dad sent his name to the list of Lockerbie deaths. Something right.
I don't know that Lockerbie had anything to do with it.
I had to have affected him. I affected all of you.
It's the job that we all signed up for.
It wasn't one murder, a car accident. It's 270 dead in one night. My ear off about your baking. I can see why.
Well, you must be June. Ed told us all about you.
Has he now?
Yeah. You've got a good one there.
So I'm told. He tells me that you've been seconded to the laundry as well. You're cleaning up belongings.
They told us it would take a few weeks, but we've been at it over 6 months now. You're right, yeah.
Oh, well, I know they're all very grateful.
Oh, I know they are, but we're not doing it for them. We're doing it for the families.
Of course.
Hiya, Moira. Oh, hello, Pet. Hi. These scones look lovely. But Sandy couldn't get enough of them.
Yeah. Did you know Sandy well?
Oh, enough to know that he was a good man. A great man.
He was.
I remember when they all arrived. Oh, bright-eyed and determined. Ah, look at them now. Oh, grey in the face, like they'd been to war. Thought we'd seen the end of the coffins, but they're just going to keep coming, aren't they?
This circuit board fragment was impacted into the neckband of a grey slalom shirt found in a field next to Kielder Forest, about 25 miles away from Lockerbie. The neckband itself was severely damaged, consistent with explosive involvement. The fabric was also impacted with fragments of the Toshiba radio and the mackerel, which means this shirt must have been inside the ID suitcase when it detonated.
You think this could be another piece of the Toshiba radio?
That was my first thought, but look here. Now you can see this PCB has 7 layers. I compared it with the Toshiba circuit board. That has 5. Can't be the radio.
Are we aware of anything else electronic inside the IED suitcase?
Nothing. Except, of course, elements of the bomb itself. And only one part would need a circuit.
The time.
They would need to pick me up, and I could have taken a taxi.
Don't be daft. Are you happy just to head straight to Lockerbie, or you need no sleep first?
Straight to it, I think.
Good. I've arranged for a few volunteers to meet us at Sherwood Crescent.
And is that where the plane?
Could do something less intense if you prefer.
No. I want to see everything the families did. You'd think it gets easier, but I still can't believe it, no matter how many times I come here.
Moira and Emma do a brilliant job of showing the families around here.
So who decided that you would do that? We just saw something that needed to be done, so we did it. We came together in the early days, us locals, to help in whatever way we could. We set up the friendship group to connect with families who wanted to visit.
Well, that's amazing.
Well, it helped us too, having something to do. We found Frank right here. Although we didn't know his name then. We just called him our boy. It was almost like he was sleeping. Remember it?
You were here that night too?
I was on duty when the plane fell, so I responded to all calls about fallen passengers.
We kept watch over him all night. Took it in turns. I hated the idea of him being out here alone, you know. I mean, I'm not daft. I know he was gone, but I just thought, what if he was one of mine? No. I couldn't have him alone.
Have Frank's family been to visit?
Not yet, but we'd love to meet them.
I think they'd take comfort in coming here, meeting you.
One day, I hope they will.
Some sincere regrets. Sincere regrets. Is this us? Hey. Thanks very much. Thank you.
My name is Agent Dick Marquise. I'm heading up the PA 103 investigation. Director Sessions sends his sincere regret that he's not able to be here today. Yeah, right. I'm going to do my best to update you on where we're at. Now, I should be clear from the very beginning, there are a lot of details I'm not going to be able to go into as this is an ongoing investigation, but I trust that when I'm done here today, you'll agree that we are progressing in a satisfactory manner.
Agent Marquise, my name is Joe Horgan. My brother-in-law, Michael Doyle, was killed in the attack.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Funny thing is, he wasn't even supposed to be on that plane. Someone in London asked him for help with something, so he took a later flight. It's typical Mikey. Look, I went to Scotland as soon as I could. And I was met with so much openness, compassion, so much caring from officials and police.
Yes, you're absolutely right. They've proven to be admirable colleagues.
I'm sure they have. But all that has shown me is how badly things have been handled here. And how poorly we've all been treated by the State Department and by the FBI.
The thing you need to understand is that, especially at the beginning, we were all in the dark. But truly, we wish we had more information to share. We just simply didn't have it.
My daughter Alexia was on the plane, coming home for the holidays. I want to know why there were so many empty seats, so many tickets right before Christmas.
Well,
because a bomb threat was made to the U.S. Embassy in Helsinki on the 5th of December, warning of a bomb on a Pan Am flight from Frankfurt. This wasn't shared with the flying public. Why?
That's a great question, and that's exactly why it's being investigated by not only the FBI, but also now the President's Commission.
What kind of an answer is that? Watch this space? We are the ones that made the President's Commission happen.
Yes, I understand that. I do, I understand that.
The U.S. Embassy posted the warning on their bulletin board, so the U.S. government officials, the FBI, the CIA could change their air carriers.
Well, let's not forget there was at least one CIA officer on board the flight.
And that's who's important to you?
No, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying that there's...
My daughter Alexia was 20 years old. A photojournalist in the making. She was murdered. Her promising future will never be. And there's a hole in my heart that will never be healed.
But what happened was a tragedy. An evil thing. But the aftermath, how we've all been treated. It's an outrage.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You haven't been treated properly by us or the State Department, and I am so sorry for that. The truth is, what you've been through, what you've all been through, it's unimaginable. And I am astounded by not only your persistence, but your courage in the face of it all. I can't promise you that things are going to change. You deserve better. I see that now. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you get that. Thank you.
Thanks for showing me around. It almost bring up a lot of stuff for you.
Oh, I don't mind. As long as it's been useful.
Yeah, it has. I'm going back to the States with a much better understanding what everyone's been through.
And these locals have families have been through a lot.
So have you.
It's the job, isn't it?
Doesn't mean you've not suffered. And it doesn't mean you're not still suffering.
Not in the same way.
And I'm not ashamed to say that I have cried more since the plane fell than I ever have. And I'm only hearing things secondhand. You were here. And this happened to you too.
This is the last time. Neil, you have a minute? Is everything okay? Yeah, just want to give you an update in person. So we're making good progress in Malta. Yeah, what have they found? Shopkeeper who sold clothes from the bomb suitcase. I want to send Phil Reed down there immediately. I think we need somebody on the ground. Breakthrough, finally. This is big. Yeah. I also want to set up a meeting for us with a woman named Catherine Turman. She's got some good ideas on how we can better work with the families. Why? They gave me a bit of a hard time. Yeah, I had a feeling they would. Think we can do better. So if I set up a meeting with Catherine, can you be there? Okay. Great. What do you take? Yeah. You thought any more about that job in Albany? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to Albany. I gotta see this thing through. Good. Glad to hear it. Stand out here for a minute.
Jimmy, it's freezing. Okay. It's okay. You're okay.
I've been struggling to find a match for that circuit board.
So you're telling me that we don't know where this has come from?
It doesn't match any of the devices we have on record or any part of the plane itself. It is highly unusual.
What are our options?
We could try and identify the source of the raw materials of the fragments, so the metal in the solder, the laminate of the circuit board.
And from that, could we trace the manufacturer?
Potentially.
So you're certain that this is part of the timer? Well, right. Well, then not finding it's not an option.
Does this look like your customer? No. His nose was bigger on the tip and his eyebrows were more round. Bigger, say. Yeah. Don't apologize, all right? Just take your time.
Detective Bell is correct, Mr. Gauchi. Let me get this right, no matter how long it takes.
Yeah, but what I don't understand, why are you looking for him? He would be dead alongside everyone else on the plane, no?
You haven't told him?
What are you talking about?
This man wasn't a passenger. He never got on the plane. He's one of the men we think might be involved in bringing it down.
Fresh off the fax machine from Malta, our mystery shopper. Knowing what we now know, I think it's fairly safe to assume that either he packed an IED suitcase himself, or he was very close to the person who was doing so. And if this man is Libyan, that will change the course of this investigation significantly, not least amongst our American colleagues. It's now more than likely that we are no longer pursuing a single terrorist cell, but
an agent of state-sponsored violence. We could be dealing with an ESO agent here, Libya's equivalent to the CIA, the External Security Organization. Colonel Gaddafi has used the ESO to carry out many acts of terror against many countries, but in recent years have become increasingly hostile to America. Libyan terrorists put a bomb in the Bell discotheque in Berlin, a known haunt of U.S. troops. 3 dead, 200 injured. America is forced to retaliate. Enter Operation El Dorado Canyon. Planning 86 bombing campaign in Tripoli and Benghazi, mounted by 14 A-16
리비아에 대한민국 저기 사우디아라비아, 리비아, 아이카롭시 중동에 많은 해외 인력 갔어. 대한민국에서.
Meaning the Libyans had more than enough motivation to bring down American airliner Pan Am 103.
Catherine? Mary Lou? Welcome. Hi. Thank you. Yeah, it's so nice to meet you in person. Thank you for having me. Come this way. How's your trip? I flew in from DC, so it's not bad at all. And I heard you wanted to meet. I thought maybe you had something for me to sign. I didn't realize you'd been over to where Frank. I wanted to tell you in person. He really just looked like he was sleeping. That's what Margaret told me. Really terrified. The kids will be so happy to hear he's looked after. What counts as happy changes when something like this happens. Margaret wanted me to tell you that you are all welcome to visit them anytime. I think it'd be too difficult for the kids. For me. Of course. But honestly, having been there and talking to families that have gone, many find a type of healing there. The kindness of the locals. You can feel it. So there is no pressure. And if you do change your mind, I can put you in touch with other families that have made that trip. Thank you. Yeah. Did you do this a lot? I do what I can around my day job. This isn't your job. Not technically. But someone told me recently, when you see something that needs to be done, you do it.
Lockerbie disaster leads police to Malta. They know everything you Scottish are doing, everything.
We didn't speak to anyone.
Then how will the press know all of this, huh? You assured us this wouldn't happen.
Harry, a caller followed us. He must have been a journalist.
DeMarco is very unhappy. This makes it look like we are allowing terrorism under our noses.
Let me speak to DeMarco. I can explain.
I've already spoken with him and he is clear. The Scottish investigation is on pause for now. No. We need to get back to the airport and figure out how the bag got through. FBI are permitted to stay. Agent Reed can continue your inquiries, but sort of miles.
Okay there, boss? How's the team? All right, you're keeping your heads down. Can I have a word? Sure. Your work on Holmes has been a game changer, McCusker. Well done. Exemplary. We're all just doing our best. No, well, it's been noticed. Starting up a new department, witness protection. I want you to join. And they flock me. I can't take it. I'm going to stay here. I'm afraid it's not up to you. You think I can't handle the pressure? Is that it? No, I'm not saying that at all. I don't get it. We've got a new witness. We need all hands on deck. We cannot just abandon this. Nobody's abandoning anything. We found the bomber and you're taking me off the case. This is the job. We move on. Or in your case, you move up. It's a promotion, Akaska. Be grateful. What's this? The plane's been brought down.
171 people on board, including 7 Americans, were killed in the crash.
1988년도에 DC
square mile area of the Niger Desert. Airline officials say they suspect a terrorist bomb, but it's very unlikely that there are any survivors.
연대신문으로 또 뛰어야지. 별로 갔다 와야지. 무슨 범죄의 가닥을 잡기 위해서 띠꾸띠꾸다 보면은 같은 거 잡게 되는 거야. 여기서 면담한 내용과 수사관들의 폭넓은 그건 저기 있고요. 이 인터뷰와 내용 주라는 게 있어. 그래서 아까 누군가 하나 나와서 자기들 주위에서 주어지는 걸
to the families of the victims of Pan Am 103. It was their resolve that led to the creation of this commission. It was their determination to get the facts and seek to prevent such a tragedy from occurring ever again that drove this commission and its staff to the completion of our inquiry and to the presentation of this report.
뉴욕 시티의 쾌남 사무실.
What am I reading here?
Findings from the president. They've taken on 64 of safety recommendations made by our family group. Now on Pan Am in implementing all of them.
Mr. Minetti, we're simply here today on behalf of Pan Am to find an amount of compensation all parties find satisfactory. We have calculated an amount we believe to be appropriate for your son, Richard Minetti.
Sorry, am I reading this right? based her off her upright summer job.
As a junior in college, mowing lawns was his biggest earner.
This is a joke, right?
Sorry. But our calculations for compensation have to be based on something solid and
야,
logical.
보상금이라고 하는 것은 지들이 주고 싶어서 주는 게 아니야. 이쪽과 이쪽 상대의 사이를 싸움과 발전하기 위해서 보상을 결정하는 거지. 없어. 저렇게 지금도 대한민국은 보상금을 저렇게 산정을 한다는 내용이에요. 불합리한 내용이지, 결과적으로. 인생의 방향이 바뀌는 세상이야. 이게 필요하고 있어.
PCS Anderson, Dick Marquis. Hi, welcome to Quantico. A pleasure to meet you, Agent Marquis. Looks like you brought the weather with you, huh? No, it feels just like home. No Scottish accent. No, my family are from Scotland, but I grew up in England. Didn't come back till I was 17. Somehow the accent
그래서 돈을
tell you, I'm really looking forward to working together.
횡포라고 하는
Before
거야.
we start, I just want to say,
잡아서 쳐 죽여도 시원찮은 놈들을 놔두고 있는 거지. 옛날엔 저거 다 살살 분해했어요. 사고 나면. 지금 그렇지 않잖아. 이것만 죽고 있어 그냥 끝나는 거야. 이거만 좋아. 인간 죽여도 되는 거야, 결과적으로.
19 September
이것만 있으면
1989,
사람을 죽여도 상관이 없다.
UTA 772.
예, 대한민국의 세상이야.
Brazzaville, arriving into N'Djamena, Chad. There, the plane left once again for Paris. At 13:59 local time, 46 minutes after takeoff, a bomb exploded in the cargo hold, killing 170 people on board. Mr. Henderson, if you'd like to take over.
Thank you. Yeah. There are several factors that lead us to believe that this attack was carried out by the same Libyan group as Pan Am 103. Libyan operatives came in the airport at the time of the bombing. This Malta route was targeted. And the suitcase that contained the bomb was from the same Samsonite range, although
샘스나이트 가방이었다. 아유, 샘스나이트 가방 엄청 잡혀졌어요.
the attack could be the same in both cases.
007 가방처럼 다 팔렸어.
Alongside this, regarding Pan 103, we've been trying to find the manufacturer of the circuit board from which this fragment came, BT-35. It was found blasted into the fabric of the shirt with parts of the Toshiba radio and fibers of the blue baby grow that was inside the bomb suitcase. And Faraday and his team at RADI suspect that this circuit board formed part of the bomb, specifically from the timer. Any progress on that? Faraday didn't have a match, and we cannot find a match for any of its raw materials, but yeah, we continue to search. So, I was talking to Tom Thurman. He thinks that maybe we should let the CIA take a crack at identifying PT-35. The CIA? You trust them after everything with Creasap? You have a level of expertise and intel on this that we just don't have. Faraday, I don't like it. He's been determined to crack it himself. Yeah, but he hasn't, has he? No, he hasn't. Theoretically, what would the CIA need if they were going to look into it? Photographs at first, but then eventually the real thing, if you'll allow it. I'll speak to him. I mean, he knows as well as we do, we're running out of options. Great.
Hello?
Ed, I promise I'm only phoning with a small favor this time.
Oh, yeah. Catherine, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm busy, but good. How's witness protection?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. How's it going with family?
The family civil suits against Pan Am just started. Bob Minetti and his family just won theirs. I don't think it was easy.
Oh, well. Brilliant. That's, yeah, you deserve every penny they can give.
Yeah. Now, about that favor. I think I need your help with the memorial.
Time to go. You coming over?
Oh, but okay. You're looking so kind. Do you think they might host again?
Yeah, I'm sure they'd love to.
Oh, that'd be great, Ed. And do you think you could make those calls?
Definitely. Right. You just tell me who's coming.
Tom, fine. I've been called. Everything all right? More than all right. The CIA think they may have found a match for PT-35.
Already?
Yeah. They think it looks like a circuit board from a timer found within a stash of weapons and bomb components seized from Togo, West Africa.
Seized from who in Togo?
Yes, so Agent.
Libya again.
Looks like it.
글쎄요, 대한민국 전제 산업이 대한전선 그런 것도 마찬가지지만 그게 해외 작품이 어디였어? 이 자유민주주의가 아니야. 공산주의, 사회주의 애들한테 다 먹었던 거. 그런 연구가 있다는 거야. 대한민국 알고 보면은 빨리 시켜 연결이 엄청 많이 돼 있어요. 다 그렇고 있는데.
This is PT-35. That's the Togo timer. That's the Togo timer circuit board under magnification. Alan and I looked at him in the lab this morning and he agrees. The tracking is identical. The circuitry is routed in the same unusual way on both. A 60-degree downturn.
Looks like a mistake.
But it's not. It's an intentional method of work.
Creating an accidental signature. It looks like both circuit boards were printed from the same negative. They were designed by the same person.
Okay, so does the CIA know where the Togo timer was manufactured?
Unfortunately, no. But there are a couple of clues. MST-13, which we believe is a model number. But even more intriguing is this. You see that smaller gray circuit board there? We looked at it under magnification and found this.
What does that say? M580? It's been scratched out. They're trying to conceal what it says.
Which leads us to believe it's a link to the manufacturer.
All right, let's get this information to all other friendly agencies. See if any of them can identify it.
나와야 돼, 그게.
I want to welcome you all to our parish.
이게 쉽지가 않아요. 이게 완전히 왜 비싼 거 먼지가 엄청 안 보이는 건데
Honoring the victims of the Lockerbie bomb.
그렇게 포함해 가서 싹 보였어.
Each page in this book
느낌이라고 하는
remembers one
것이
UK
엄청 잘
270
잡아요.
lives that were taken. Every day, a page will be turned here in our watch house. I'd like to introduce you to George Onucci, who brought this wonderful memorial together. George.
Like many of you, I was a child in the bombing of Pan Am 103. My son, Christopher. People must wonder why I talk about him so much. Perhaps they think it odd or uncomfortable. For them, maybe. Not for me. I'll talk about him any chance I get. Because when people die and
그래서 이태원 사고가 정말
they die twice.
우연이었을까? 결국은
I hope that is the comfort this memorial here
이태원
at
사고가 있었지. 그 제주 항공 사고가 있었지. 그 두 가지만 말고 이게 대한민국과 외국과 다 연관되어 있는 그 사후 덩어리야. 두 가지가.
and friendship and help.
하나가 10월 9월 말이냐? 9월 말인가 그 10월이냐? 그렇게 9월 10월 그 다음에 이제 나온다면 11월이 되겠지 하고 있는 거야. 11월이나 12월 이렇게 넘어가는 거 아니야?
I am left with the impression
그치야.
that the gentle
9월달,
hills of
10월달
received
그 다음에 11월달, 12월달 넘어가겠지.
Some will say
그래서 너 느껴보라고.
the land is now tainted.
이태원 사고가 언제? 몇 년도? 그리고 제주항공은 2024년도 오늘 2025년 넘어갔으니까
Right, well, we're gonna...
2026년도 그럴 수 있는 거지. 이태원 사고가
MI5 have an idea about the scratched out letter. And they think it was originally MEBO. MEBO. Swiss intelligence had dealings with them in the past. What the hell is MEBO?
그 메모가 아니야? MEBO야? 메모? MEBO네, MEBO. 아유.
Das ist die Kommunikation. Ist das korrekt? Ja, schon, ist meine Firma. Ich bin der Kommissar Flöpkiger von der Bundespolizei. Hätte aber Fragen. Ja, ich bin der PNM-Bombe, oder? Haben mich schon Fragen, wenn Sie mal kommen.
Thank you very much.
제보한 놈이건 이런 새끼가 아니야.
So, how come you and I the memorial?
이태원 참사라고 하는
Dunno.
거야.
How many times can you say goodbye, you know?
야, 2022년도 10월 29일 이태원역 1분 출구에서 인접하기로. 2022년도네. 2022년도면 이 10월 29일. 2022년도 10월 29일. 10월 29일이야.
I think I should go. I think the fresh start is definitely what you need. Your brother looks exactly how you should be with.
I've been talking with this woman called Catherine, working with the American families. She said they've started doing civil cases against Panama.
They're not playing all of it. They're playing at the sky.
But they were negligent.
There are a lot of people that did went to jail.
And they will. I promise you that.
Hello?
Asian Marquise.
Stuart, hi. How are you?
So I just got off the phone to the Swiss police chief.
He's spoken to the head of MEBO, Edwin Bollier, who has freely admitted to both making the MST-13 timers and selling them to Libya.
Wow. That is great news. Isn't it?
Apparently, Bollier had already made the link between Libya and Lockerbie and tried to tell you.
He left a letter at the US Embassy saying as much in January '89.
Wait a minute, the U.S. Embassy in Vienna?
So you didn't know of his letter then?
Yeah, we did. But the CIA assured me that he wasn't credible.
But he clearly was. So his company made part.
Sorry, I don't know the CIA so well. I should have spoken to Bollier myself.
Seems to me
you want Scotland to share everything. But you pick and choose what you share with us.
Stuart, no, that's not true. And look, I mean, can we focus on what's important here? I mean, this is a huge, huge leap forward in the investigation.
Well, they're holding a hearing in Switzerland, so we'll see if he actually admits to any of this in the court of law.
let's hope so. Maybe we can touch base again.
Herr Bollier, was sind Sie von Beruf?
Ich arbeite als Radioingenieur und Geschäftsmann. Und vor 20 Jahren habe ich die Firma MEBO AG ins Leben gerufen mit meinem Geschäftspartner Erwin Meisch.
Erkennen Sie das Fragment auf dem Foto Nummer 29?
Ja, das Fragment sieht so aus, als ob es von der Platine der gedruckten Schaltung vom Foto Nummer 30 kommt.
Die eine Platine von MEBO ist.
Korrekt.
Stammt dieses Fragment also von Ihrer gedruckten Kopie?
Ja, das ist eindeutig klar von mir.
Foto Nummer 31 und 32. Ist dies ein Produkt, das von Ihrem Unternehmen Nebo hergestellt wurde?
Das ist einer unserer Timer, ja, die wir nach Deckmühle geliefert haben.
Wann haben Sie diese Timer geliefert und an wen?
Im 1985 habe ich einen Vertrag vom libyschen Militär erhalten.
Welche anderen Kunden wurden ebenfalls mit diesen Timern beliefert?
Keiner. Wir haben nur nach Libyen verkauft.
남자가 33세였고 여자가 25세였었는데 그 당시
Everything okay? I just got hauled in to see mother.
14개 175명, 20명, 6명
This Boye guy who sells military grade timers to the Libyans figures out
두 명만 살고 다
He tries to
죽었어.
tell us all about it a month later.
4명 죽었는데
But got dismissed as a lunatic.
I should have pushed the CIA more. I shouldn't have trusted their judgment.
But you did.
이 일도 제주에요.
Anderson's pretty pissed about the whole situation.
2024년 12월 29일, 얘는 12월
Admitted to making the
29일이야.
timers and selling them to the
오전
ESO.
9시
And his business
3분
partner and the technical engineer have both confirmed that Nebo made the fragment. I mean, they've admitted to all of this in court.
When can we get our hands on?
Scotland wants him first. He doesn't want to go. He's afraid they'll detain him.
It's probably not wrong.
So I told him that if he comes to the U.S., he'll be seen as a witness, not a suspect.
You think he'll come?
I'd choose. If he does come, I think we should invite him.
HL
We've
8088
got to rebuild this trust with the Scots.
그래서 살아나온 이 구씨라는 여자가 키가 작아.
Great. Mr. Bolair, can you describe to me the nature of your relationship with Libya?
I've worked with the Libyan government for years, providing aid on bombs.
야, 019 할 줄로 생각하고 받은 게 오전 8시 54분 43초야. 8시 54분 43초. 오전 중에. 일터원 사고는 밤이야. 여기는
So you knew that they were being used as bombs?
아침이야.
Yes, an ASO agent once told me they were for bombs to be dropped from aircraft.
So we knew exactly what those products were being used for. Just didn't care.
Who told you this about the bombs? A technical officer was in the ESO in Libya.
So a bomb maker.
No, I believe so.
What was his name?
Mayday.
He was different from the rest.
버드 스트라이커, going around.
When was the last time you did business with the Libyans? Do you recall?
18th December 1988.
It's 3 days before the bombing. He's got to be wrapped up in this.
So tell me,
Do you recognize the person in that sketch?
yes, I do. I think that could be a man I knew as Abdel Basset. What did he do there? He appeared to me a businessman, but I know he was associated with Al-Qaeda from the ESO. I didn't know that. When I was in Libya, I saw him at the ESO headquarters, alongside with very senior officers and even the head of the ESO.
Yeah, this full name.
I knew him as Abdel Basset.
This is big, right? Mystery shopper could be connected to the ESO. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay? We'll send the name Abdel Basset to the CIA, see if they have anything on him or this bomb maker that he's talking about. In the meantime, I want every ESO name that Boye has, okay? So when you get back in there, just keep pushing him on that. Got it. Good job. So what do you think? I don't think we can trust him. What I couldn't work out is what benefits him in making any of this up. Hey, listen, you want to grab a beer afterwards? I don't think so. I'm sorry. I'm more of a runner than I am a drinker. I try to get out most days. It keeps the mind clear. Well, I'll tell you what. Before we get started tomorrow, me and you, I'll show you a good route. Fun.
Since when do you have time for running?
Tomorrow, I do.
The troubled state of America's airline industry was laid bare yesterday as Pan Am filed for protection from its creditors.
Hiya! Come here. Pan Am have gone bust. What does this mean for the compensation for the families?
Oh, I don't know.
That's better than going for a drink, right? Serious.
These are marquees. You have them all.
Sorry, this will just take a second. Showers through reception.
Abdel Bassett al-Megrahi, Senior Intelligence Officer in the ESO.
You think this is the Abdel Bassett that Bollier was talking about?
It's a possibility.
Wow. It's a pretty decent similarity to the mystery shopper sketch.
That's what we thought.
Well, what about the bomb maker Bollier talked about? Anything on him?
Sorry, nothing yet. But we'll keep trying.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You know any of these men?
I think that one, he could be Abdel Bassett.
Same man you recognized from the sketch yesterday. Yeah. That's it. Now we can link this guy to not only the clothes in the suitcase, but also the company that made the time. Before we get too excited, let's get this photo over to our shopkeeper in Montreal and see if he actually recognizes him as the shopper. And let's not just go on his word.
My apologies, Inspector. Your boss can't be too happy we're back. He's just pleased you're making progress. How do you say so? Mr. Gauchi's waiting for you inside. Do you recognize any of these as the man that visited your shop December 88? Look, it's okay, Tony. Just take your time.
I think it could be him. He looks young here, but he looked older when he visited the shop.
Do you think it could be the same man?
From all the photos I've been shown, he's the only one who looks similar to the man who bought the clothing. When you flew into Malta, you remember you filled in a little embarkation card at the
야,
airport?
2026년 2월 29일이네.
Yeah, and while you were off the island, the FBI granted access to those
10월 29일, 10월 29일. 그러면 두 달 차이잖아. 그러면 2026년도 2월 29일 아니야?
We have a name to check against the application card database. Abdel Bassett, al-Megrahi. We want to see if he's in Malta anytime in December '88.
Looks like he was on the island a couple of times. He arrived on the 7th, traveling from Libya.
That's within the time frame Tony said he visited the right?
Yes. When else was he here?
He
야,
then
근데
comes back on the 7th
2026년도
the very
2월
same
달이면은
And what about the 21st? The day the bomb was placed.
2년 뒤,
No, sorry.
2년 뒤,
It wasn't
2년
here.
뒤.
He only visited twice.
2026년은 지났잖아. 2월달.
Buying the clothes. Maybe even bringing the ball over. He must be part of the team.
그러면 2027년도 2월 29일, 2월 29일? 2007년도 있나?
Or even so, yeah, let's case the core. They need the person to put the bomb on the plane. And right now, it doesn't look like it's McGrahy. So Bollier and the shopkeeper both ID'd McGrahy from the same photograph from the same day. And McGrahy wasn't in Malta on the 21st of December, so he couldn't have put the bomb on the plane. So anyway, grateful to you for bringing more names.
I have information on Battery Assad. McGrary's associate who Bollier knew from Zurich. He and McGrary shared an office under the pretense of a company called ABH, front for the ESO. He also works for Libyan Arab Airlines, which is the main ESO covered network.
This is great. Thank you.
You'll find 2 more names in there, but no photos or further information yet. Ahmed Khalifa Abdul Samad and Abu Adil Masood.
ESO agent?
We believe Masood is the ESO bomb maker Bollier was talking about at Quantico.
Masood. Okay. Got it.
All we know about Abdul Samad is that it's connected to McGrahy somehow.
Great. Well, we'll track their movement, see if they were in Malta on the day of the attacks. If you mind me asking, how you get these names so quickly?
Abdul Samad came via Libya, intercepted by the NSA.
And Masood?
That's all I can give you for now.
야, 2월 28일까지만 있구나, 뭐. 야, 근데 희귀질환, 이건 뭐야? 희귀질환에 대한 국민의 이해를 높이고, 희귀질환의 예방, 치료, 관리 의혹을 고취시키기 위해 지정한 법정 기념일을 했었다. 희귀질환 극복의 날이라고 했었다. 28일이.
CIA يريدوا الانفورماسيون عنه.
ما مسيرة تجونا.
قالوا هيك الانفورماسيون تكون تبع نور تاكسي عنه.
ما متى سينتجينا؟
ما نعرفش. لسه نريد الكومبلو بسيطة.
Sorry, it doesn't look like Badri Hassan visited Malta at all in
야,
1988.
이게 희귀질환에 대한 OCM3래요.
What are the dates?
진짜.
Masood flew into Malta on the 7th of December.
Cindy McGrahy arrived. Buying clothes. There can't be a coincidence, can it?
Was this Masood person still in Malta? The day the bomb was loaded, December 21st.
He actually flew back to Libya on the 21st.
That means he was at the airport. And what about Abdul Samad?
민주운동, 희귀질환의 극복.
He did not fly into Malta the same day as the others, but he did visit for one night later that month, flying out on the 21st.
2월 27일이 2월
The
27일이
same day the bomb was loaded. They could be the rest of the team. Well, if we're going to use this information in court, these embarkation files need to be processed and evidence in Scotland.
근데 2월 28일까지만 있어.
Australia, the next plane home. Okay, I'll talk to the marker. Is there anything else on Abdul Samad?
Just that he stayed that night in a hotel on the island, the Holiday Inn.
Yes, hello. I'm looking for some information on a guest you had here in December 88. Ahmed Khalifa Abdul Samad. Sorry, but I don't have permission to release guest information. Listen.
Ahmed Khalifa Abdul Samad, he stayed with us on the 20th of December 1988.
Do you remember what he looked like?
What about a copy of his passport? We don't require that.
His home address, telephone number.
They only have his bill.
He paid in cash, I'm assuming. What's this here?
That's a telephone call, sir. With an hour. It's 11 minutes past 7 in the morning, December 21st. That's a Maltese number. He was calling somebody on the island. We need to trace this number. Now, we know from Maltese immigration records that both Megrahi and Masood entered Malta in December 1988. This corresponds with our shopkeeper's recollection of the time frame Megrahi purchased the items for inside the bomb suitcase. But Megrahi is the only ESO agent yet ID'd by two witnesses, Collier and the shopkeeper. But Megrahi wasn't in Malta. And it's the time the bomb was placed. So was in Malta on the 21st of December.
그래서 증거가 없어야 된다는 내용이에요. 알바이가 완전히 그래서 가느냐. 기본적으로.
Abdulsamad and Masood must have been involved in the placement of the bomb. Have the FBI had any more luck at photography or Dick says no. First line. Either the CIA is only something better. I'll take this.
매보 텔레캐모니에이션 텔레 까무니 텔레캐모니
Ik moest haar dat mij dus schapfilm zeggen niet. Ik heb er waarvoor te zien. Sorry, ik ga hier niet meer. What's going on, Dick? Do you need me to tell you, or do you already know? I don't know too much about. Well, yeah, he's refusing to speak further. Yes, he's more afraid of the Libyans than he is of us. He's hanged. Swiss police tried talking to him today. He's out. Which means we are going to need access to your asset. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, come on. There's no way you could have provided all those ESO names unless you had some. Sorry, you have everything we can give you at this point. Yeah. The thing is, I get it. You got good reasons for doing what you're doing. Keep your assets safe, right? Keeping health flowing. But this case falls apart. His family's end up with an answer. Is she really prepared to live with that? I mean, I know no one's going to know it was you. Who's to blame us? Scots? Both, probably. But who knows? Anyway. I'll leave you Scotland, good. Change your mind. No one find me.
Detective Bell, we've been in touch with the Malta telephone company. The number that Abdulsamad called from the hotel belongs to a flat rented by a Libyan man named Lamen Khalifa Fima. He's the co-owner of a travel agency here, still operational, but was recently a station manager for Libyan Airlines.
Well, he could be here in the same man who I airport.
Yes, but Libyan Airlines are refusing to give us any information. Of course.
Perché le Lamen Khalifa? Mira ben passando che mi sta lì.
Aspetta un ciclone. Manda ID card.
Man and I, we work together. This is our agency.
Where is he?
Tripoli, I believe.
When was the last time you was here?
Why are you asking? ليش فايدة؟ هو investigator لقتل 270 attack
여기처럼 공격이라고 얘기해줘라. 공격. 아이고.
Ask him again. When you swing
어택.
last time,
공격이라고
he's not been
얘기해.
here for a while.
대한민국은 그냥 사고야 그냥. 아이고.
I think he left at the start of the year.
Was it here in December 1988?
Yes. Yes, he was here then. You can check for yourself. This is this guy.
We'll need to get this translated.
Look at this. Steamer security pass from the airport. He was active at the time of the attack.
This proves he had access to the airport.
Yeah. You got this?
We need it.
Of course you will. It's Blackpool, California.
아우.
Ed,
Hey,
come in. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Want a cup of tea?
No, I'm fine. And here he is, big man. He's going good, huh? Good.
I'll give you a wee moment.
Excited for a big move?
Yeah, they've told me already. Just mine, double bed and everything.
Oh, you're growing up there, mate. Well, I'll just keep putting in the work in school.
David says when I finish my exams, might be able to go to some college with him.
That's great. Brilliant. Well, look, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what I said. About paying it or something for your ropes or something.
I told you, I don't care about any of that stuff. Just want justice done.
But just so you know, the team are making good progress on the case.
Also, Stephen!
Ed, sorry to interrupt, but Stephen, you need to finish partnering with Mr. Bass. See you. Yeah. Right, well, I better let you get on. Just wanted to say goodbye. Bye, Ed.
Look here. The translator has just finished. The diary says 15th December, get tags for Abdel Bassett.
Get tags? Abdel Bassett? Abdel Bassett on McGrahy. So McGrahy and FEMA would link too. FEMA travels with Abdel Saleh and is helping McGrahy. Well, he must be involved in this. Luggage tags. That's what the translator thinks. And what would they have used the tags for? Get the bomb in plane. This is where Abdel Saleh and Rashoud would have tracked down for the flight back to Tripoli. At the same time, as was the Air Malta flight to Frankfurt. Look how close to checking us.
We had those tags from FEMA already. All we had to do was get here to check in for the road trip to Tripoli. Then either FEMA went behind the desk to put the bag with the bomb through, or he just slipped on the belt. I mean, look how busy it is.
Then they boarded the flight to Libya. Like nothing ever happened.
Good in, Agent Marquez. Our asset. His name is Jaka, Bolivian ESO agent, low level.
He's involved with the attack?
We don't think he was directly involved, but he knows enough about the ESO to help you.
So this is where you've been getting all the names.
Affirmative.
Where is he?
Back in Malta hiding out, he wasn't Libya, but we advise him to leave. He's willing to talk in return for relocation to the States.
Well, before we even talk about that, the DOJ is going to assist in a preliminary interview with both agents.
Of course. There's something else I would like to explain. This mistake between the FBI and the CIA. Under no circumstances can this be shared in the spots.
Wait, we can't keep this from you?
Sorry, we can't put his safety at risk.
Gabe, I'm the one that's got to go over there. I got to go to Scotland and look these people in the eye. At least let me talk to him.
Listen, you should against orders. Understand the CIA would never trust you with a tongue gap. Without that, you'd never leave the case again. You'd be done.
This isn't right.
It's the way it has to be. If you give you access to Junker, I need you to agree to my terms. Is that understood?
Understood.
Stammers, Sven, forse adesso.
Beste doen niet nou. Gij gaat doen. Abdul Majid Jaka. I'm coming. I'm coming. Still nothing from the CIA. No, nothing yet. Sorry. It's a frustrating situation.
So we received a letter from Bolge on Monday. Here's a summary. He accuses the Swiss police, the FBI and the CIA of breaking into the NIBO offices and stealing items to use in evidence. He claims the fragment of circuit board found in Scotland is not NIBO. What else could it be? He accuses the CIA of manufacturing it to look like NIBO circuit board and planting it in the countryside.
This is insane and makes no sense. He was the one who left that letter trying to tell the CIA that Libya was behind the attack, and he freely admitted the timers were manufactured by his company. I mean, he didn't have to talk to us. Phone call for Agent Marquis. Tell them I'll call them back after the meeting. Sorry, they've said it's urgent. Excuse me. How'd the interview go? Good. DOJ believes he's credible. But what does he want? Safe passage for him and his wife to the U.S.? Well, what do you think? Is it worth it? I'm not sure he'll give us a smoking gun on this specific attack. But he has excellent recall about the internal structure of the ESL. How it all works. All right. Let's get him back to the States. Understood.
야, 그 팔다선의 비둘기도 99마리 아니었냐? 그 100여 마리가 넘는데 99마리였다가 그거 줄어든 거 아니야? 그 맨 먼저 팔다선에 있던 비둘기의 개체수가 몇 마리였더라? 120마리였냐? 몇 마리였더라?
I don't know. Hope they'll be proud of what I do one day, or understand it at least.
They will. Would you like some more potatoes, Dick?
Yes. Thank you. So, still nothing from the CIA? No. No, you're not exactly forthcoming with information. Seems tricky, this relationship between you and the CIA. Well, yes and no. Really just comes down to the nature of the work. Must be difficult working so closely with people you don't trust. I should get going. I got a long flight tomorrow, of course. Before you do, though, you gonna tell me what's happening? What's happening? I'm a fair man, Dick. I try to keep things on an even keel, but don't mistake me for a weak man. I don't know what you mean. Sneaky phone calls. Barely saying anything. You're acting like one of my kids when they've done something wrong. So tell me, what have the CIA told you?
야, 비도 깨끗이 해서 몇 마리인지 안 나오는다. 시골 구청에 올라오는다. 수원시에 저기 있는데, 맨 처음에.
Who you want to share? That is entirely your choice, Dick. Well, I hope you enjoyed our hospitality. Stuart, wait. CIA have instructed me not to tell you. I'm sure they have. It's not their case, is it? It's ours. Understand that if I tell you this and it gets out, that's my career. It's over. It won't leave this room. The CIA have an answer. As we suspected. It's been working inside the ESO for years. CIA have agreed to give FBI access, but they don't want us to share anything with you because they're worried it might compromise the security. And obviously, the ESO would kill them if they want. That's who's been feeding the CIA those names, most likely. He's being transferred to the States as we speak. It's the only way you talk. Could be used as a witness at trial. I hope so. You'll share everything. Everything. But we have to keep this between the two of us. Just until it's official. We have an understanding? We do. Good.
야, 91년도 9월 21일이네. 그게 91년도야, 벌써. 아, 오래 간다. 와, 오전 3시 5분이다, 야, 벌써.
What was your role on Luhan Airport, Libyan Air Base? I was assistant station manager. Made sure everything went smooth, checked documents, helped passengers. I was also told to look out for people going to Libya who should not. Dissidents, enemies of the state, in place here as well. Jamahiriya Security Organization. You call them the ESO. Maybe it's sometimes a service. Yes.
And who did you report to in the airport?
My boss was Fahima, but most of the time I was there. Are any of these the man you're referring to? That's him. That's Fahima. Was he also placed in his role by the ESO? Yeah, he met agents on planes, but he stopped working at the airport August 88. Why? He started in a travel agency, another front of the ESO. Did you see him at the airport in December? Yes, a few times. Early in December, I saw him in the customs area. He met some men off a flight.
Was that allowed from being there? When he left his job at LNN?
It wasn't unusual seeing him around, even in restricted areas. Who did he meet off this flight? Libyan agents.
McGrahy and a man they called Masood and McGrahy. What were their roles within the ESO? McGrahy was head of airline security. Masood was a technical officer, a bombmaker. Bombmakers are part of the technical department here. Did you ever see FEMA with a man called Abdul Samad? No, I don't know Abdul Samad. Any of these, Rahi or Masood? Not Masood, he was very dark-skinned, tall. But that is Megrahi. There was a reason for this visit. I was not told the reason. Took any luggage with them? I don't remember. And this was the last time you saw FEMA at the airport in December? No. I saw Megrahi again there after that. Do you remember the date? Did you see them in suitcases? I don't remember from when he came in, but later that day I did see him with a suitcase. He was leaving the customs area. Do you know who was expected? It was not. He just left with it. Have a look at these bags. Tell me if any of them look like the one that came at that day. It was like this one. I'm sure it's a hard shell brown suit. Yes. That's what I saw him with.
Lufthansa. Acho smile.
Boss, look at this. Diaz going Rahi's card when he arrived in Malta early December is filled out in the same block capitals as Abdul Samad's later that month. It looks the exact same to me, as if it was filled out by the same person. We need to get these to a handwriting expert now. I agree. That's why we haven't been able to find a photo for Abdul Samad. It's an alias. He is McGrahy. All right, Dick. So, McGrahy flies into Lure Airport on December the 20th, flying using a fake passport under the name Abdul Samad. And FEMA flew in on the same flight. That night, McGrahy checks into the Holiday Inn, again using the alias Abdul Samad. The next morning, McGrahy calls FEMA, and at some point, he packs the suitcase using the items that he purchased from Mary's house. And our working theory is that Masood then arms the bomb. He places it in the suitcase. As we know, he was in Malta. He flies out with McGrahy later this day. And from FEMA's diaries, we know that McGrahy asked him to get luggage tags earlier in December. And at the airport, one of these three men, FEMA, McGrahy, or Masood, must have put the tags on the suitcase. Same suitcase FEMA was seen carrying on the 20th of December by Jacko. And then
McGuire and Massoud check in for their flight back to Tripoli, but they check the bomb onto the Air Malta KM-180 flight to Frankfurt, using famous tags and position to do so. He believes McGuire and Massoud board their flight home, all knowing the bomb is on its way to Pan Am 103 and set to go off in a matter of hours. What do you think, Dick?
I think we got him.
그래서 잡았어, 못 잡았어.
누구래 대망?
갑자기 놀랐어요.
세계 각국 정보기관에서 확인한 부활자는 사건 당시 진범이 사법기관으로부터 합당한 처벌을 받지 않았을 경우에만 나타나는 걸로 보고되어 있습니다. 최근 SNS나 인터넷상에서는 이런 희생 부활자를 네글렉티드 빅테임스, 즉 RV라고 부르고 있습니다. 특히 오늘 국내에서 최초로 목격된 희생 부활자 1000명수의 경우 2008년 10월 9일 홍어동 오토바이 강도 사고로 사망하였으며 7년 후인 금일 16시경에 본인이 살던 집에 나타나서 자신의 아들이 서진영 검사를 공격했습니다. 따라서 저희 국가정보원이 이 사건으로 야기될 수 있는 사회적 불안심리 상태의 확산 등을 고려해 모든 목격자, 언론을 통제한 상태에서 조사를 실시할 예정입니다. 준비 완.
내가 기억나나 뭐 있었는데 뭐였더라? 내가 기억나냐? 다시 개수지 저기가 나은 거 있으니까. 베가본드구나. 베가본드. 배수지 이승기 비행기 사고는 테러. 베가본드야, 베가본드. 베가본드. 베가본드 여기 있다야. 야, 이거 2019년도 9월 20일 거다. 이승기 배소지 신성록.
You take some. You wipe my ass. Goddamn yellow monkey. Videotape. You hear me, husband?
3 minutes before the target arrives. waiting for? Gun, take the shot. Gun. Gun, shoot the target right now.
안녕하십니까. 이름은 차달권입니다. 서울시 대표로 태권도 선수 뛰다가 일단 태권도 5단에 합기도 3단 그리고 유도 2단 개인적으로 그 검도랑 킥복싱 이런 거 수련 기간까지 합치면 아무리 겸손하게 잡으면
2층 작품이란다.
15단 믿고